All right. Good morning, folks, and welcome back. We are continuing our adventure in Later Alligator, and I am joined by Queen and Juno today.
Sup?
Bonjour.
Yeah.
Oh no, the French have conquered England.
That is the opposite of later. Bonjour.
It is right now.
All right.
Hello! I've been sitting here for too long and I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right, where haven't we been? The Fun District.
Yeah, we gotta go to the fun district.
Oh, that's where we are. Okay. All right. I guess downtown we haven't been.
Next stop, downtown Alligator, New York City.
What's a baby?
Downtown.
Look at this nerd.
Hipster Gator.
Who's these?
Ooh, George.
George.
Wants to be George.
The
Oh,
breeze. The practicing quartet. What a perfect day to be an alive alligator.
Yes, George.
Even though it gets noisy sometimes, I love living in the city. It's so full of life and good burger joints.
Good burger.
Nom. Ah, I'm so content.
Oh, good. But that eye has a puzzle. Yep.
Yeah. Big Brother is always watching.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
There we go.
god.
Denise.
Hello.
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 Hey.
Ahem.
Oh, hello. Let's try this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're the Downtown Quartet, and we'll sing you a song. It's not a very short one, but it also ain't long. We'll sing it in the morning, and we'll sing it past noon. We've had a lot of noise complaints, and we'll be gone soon.
Yeah, no shit.
Hit the oh, it's Denise.
Hit the solo, Maurice.
To jail.
Denise.
Lewis.
Patrice. Maurice.
We're the Pats, aunts, and uncles. He's our darling nephew. All except for Lewis, who's just part of the crew.
Take it, Lewis.
Oh, baby, I'm not related to Pat. No, nothing like that. I'm just a guy they know that takes part in the show. Oh.
Whoa, dude, pull it back.
Sorry. We can tell you much, but we'll sing like a bird.
Oh.
If you can help us with our act, we'll tell you all that we heard. Give him a solo.
We're having to do this over Discord with like, the lag. We're actually
that's what makes
harmonizing
it
pretty
funny.
well. We're actually harmonizing pretty well.
Yay. Give him a solo without triggering an oh no. Barbershop upset.
Yeah. I specify harmonizing because it's impossible to time this stuff over a call.
Do. Help the Alligator Quartet hit their solos. When the scrolling bar shows a singer's background, point the spotlight at them.
Oh, hell. Let's first warm up our vocal cords. Keep an eye on the scrolling bar at the bottom. Shine the spotlight at the singer with the matching background. When the groovy disco pattern appears, shine the spotlight at the disco ball. We'll all sing together.
Oh.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready, maestro?
Who's that?
Oh, you're
That's
messing
Denise.
up.
Yeah, gotta look at the wallpaper.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh!
Ah, no, we got 4 exits.
We already failed.
Disco ball, disco ball. There we go.
Gotcha. Now I understand. Let me restart. There's no option to just restart now. Good job, Denise. Alright, I
so
will.
angry.
Why you suck?
Up.
Oopsie. Let's first la 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 la. Now don't fuck up this time.
Alright. Alright, Patrice, there we go. And then Lewis.
I just did it. Why? Come on.
Yeah, you gotta be super quick. There you go. Wah, wah.
There you go, Gators.
Oh, sorry. Say, that felt pretty good. What do you think, fellas?
Not just Patrice time. Patrice demands more solo time.
Okay, one more time for Patrice. Round 2.
Give Patrice his solo time. Ooh, that was close.
Like, we were at least as good as they were.
Yeah.
The actors must have had so much fun.
And they're not gonna resolve that chord?
Nope.
Well, to my ears, that sounded.
I feel like it could have been more timbre.
Timbre? Oh, come on.
It's a singing word. I'm a real singer, and I'm gonna prove it.
Okay, okay. Last time.
I hate this
Alright,
family.
everyone. Give it everything you've got.
I wonder how gators grow beards and hair.
They're probably stuck on.
They probably just, yeah. They probably just buy them like toupees.
They're the remains of human society.
Oh, look at his little hip wiggle.
Gotta get that funky disco ball.
Flawless.
Yeah.
Yeah! His eyebrows.
See, Maurice isn't starving for the spotlight.
Solo.
He's satisfied with just working together as a team, not being a diva.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, we get a badge for all of Dems.
Yeah?
All right.
Come on, man.
Oh, right. Sorry. Thanks, Lewis. You helped us with our song to improve our content. Now we're gonna tell you is we're booked at the event. Thanks for all your help. Now we'll see you in a week. Unless we get arrested, then please spring us from the clink. Good.
With the Discord like that was very impressive.
Not bad. Hey, City Pal. I was just wondering, since we've been texting a bunch,
Want to go on a coffee date?
have you heard of the 9th Street Station at all? I haven't. Oh yeah, I didn't think so. It's well, it's been closed for a few years. Not a lot going on there since then. It's still got some of the most beautiful architecture and all of the underground stops in the city, in my opinion. I really like to go there, actually. I was just thinking, if you ever wanted to stop by there, maybe I could meet you. No pressure or anything. You'd probably have to really help a conductor out to even get access. It's pretty underground. Ruffle. Okay, I was actually on the floor that time, but I'd fallen unrelated to laughing. Anyway, don't worry about 9th Street. You can forget what I said. If you want.
God me.
Papuli.
Bugs for sale, more than one even, unlike what the sign implies. Yeah, I sell the bugs here. No, not for baiting, for eating. We're alligators, and we eat the bugs, which is something you know because you exist here, cannot. Anyway, get the bug buying or goodbye and get away and go there. I get to go all day. Cause I gotta sell my bugs to feed my family with different bugs, which I buy with alligator currency. You know how many alligator dollars it costs to buy these bugs. Anyways, most of the people call me Papoon, but my real name is Morton McGiles Jr. the third and a half. Blah 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 blah. And I got my grandfather being perfectly bisected by a wheat thresher during the Great Depression. Miraculously, he survived, but his life wasn't without its problems. Such as how it was hard to see him when he turned directly to the side. Grandpa, what are you, we'd call, but to no avail. He'd already slipped through a crack in the decorative linoleum. It's the last time we ever saw him, and also when those basement sounds started up. Well, look at me rambling here to a youth about a sour scream from the light. Yeah. Did you say Pat? That's my grandson's name.
Oh.
But also the name of the nurse that comes to massage the kinks out of my tail on a Tuesday. Did you mean Pat or Pat? You have to speak up. I'm hard of hearing due to a condition where I stop listening mid-sentence and think about the war. Oh no! Yeah, event. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. I have a selective memory disorder, you see, in that I forget a lot of things I don't really want to go into. Yeah, perhaps you could enjoy this old man's memory if you help me out with a favor. You see, the only pot I have left of my dear late wife, Martha, has also been the victim of a wheat thresher incident. I can't seem to put it back together again. Oh, I would give everything to see Martha's sweet smile again, including the sweet kink massages from Pat. Care to help this old softy gaze upon his lost love once more?
Get the pieces glued for this old dude.
Make my wife, please.
Oh.
Click a block to slide into. Oh, it's one of these block slide puzzles.
Yeah.
Slide puzzle,
My
yeah.
favorites.
Gamma.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So, are you like a private investigator then?
Oh, I think we're just a dude.
Investigator.
Oh yeah! That was a good one.
So, his little bookstore reminds me of, if you ever bought the Lion King DVD, there's like a little bonus feature on it on like the second DVD where Timon and Pumbaa like take you on like a tour.
Uh-huh.
And they have two. There's like a sort of jeep one, then there's like a boat one. But the jeep one, they stop off at this, you know, like fast food place, and you can choose between one that sells like bug stuff and one that's like held by a hyena.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I always remember like the bug food. I know it wasn't appetizing, but to me it just looked really appetizing.
Yummo.
It looks like you're not very good at this.
Solve the solve.
No, don't solve it
Give
for
us
me.
some time, you impatient game. Jeez.
Once you get the hang of these things, they're brilliant.
Yeah, usually I Yeah, like a 3x3 slide puzzle isn't that hard.
Alright,
Yeah.
this needs to go
Oh, you need
way
to get
over
that over
there.
there.
Yeah. Alright, Gamma.
Okay, aha!
Yeah, it's just about moving the pieces. Yeah, there we go.
Ah, there you go. Oh, no, it's on the wrong side.
No, not quite.
Yeah, push that over there.
Yeah, these two need to be switched right. Alright. Something like that.
There we go. Oh yeah, I think that'll do it.
Not really. I gotta
Shuffle
get
that
this
around.
mouth.
Uh-oh. It looks like you're not very good at it. Screw off. Oh, I think I almost got it. Put that piece back. Oh,
Which one are you talking about?
never mind.
Like, I can see where they need to go. I just gotta get
No.
Yeah.
them there.
Here's one.
I think we're close.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not quite.
Oh. This is riveting.
Intense gameplay.
Aha!
Oh.
No.
Now we gotta get the hand over there.
Where the heck does the hand go? I'm so confused. I put it everywhere.
Over to the left.
Oh, I had it there before. Okay. That was okay. Okay, now I got it.
Oh, there you go. Oh, so that needs to be down there.
There.
There we go.
Yay!
That's it. That's my Martha. Oh, lovely dear Martha. I always remember the sound of her sweet voice. No! Oh dear, it seems you've seen the other side now with my. Oh! My secret life. Could you put this one back together too? It's if not for me, then for creepy old cool grandpas everywhere.
Alright.
Jesus. Did he do Gator Taekwondo?
Looks like it. Alright. So this guy is this person. Okay.
Creepy old coot gators.
I wonder how far this person goes up. I assume this is going to be the top.
I mean, if you can spill the pieces out, you can just put them back together the way that.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Just take them out.
Yeah. But then you wouldn't have gameplay.
Yep. Oh, that looks not correct. That does, though. Okay. That piece.
So the gator and the gator with the hair is probably centered.
Bum, 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 bum.
We'll have to cycle the pieces around just to get the right posture.
Yeah.
It looks like you're not very good at this.
Shut up.
You just gotta tap it.
Darn game scrutinizing your puzzle-solving skills.
Mean game. Don't tell me that. Shut up, game. Looks
Not
like you're
very
not very
nice
good at it.
game.
No, it's not. It's not what I need to hear right now. It's like you need to be more patient, game. Is what you need.
Yeah, this game's very impatient. Or at the very least, it can be like, do you need some help?
Wow, it seems like you need
I'm
a
gonna keep
helping
sliding,
hand
you
from
jerk.
heaven. Wow. You know, some people can just slide their problems away, but not you. Look, keep going back to the beginning.
Oh my
How
god.
unfortunate. You might need a helping hand.
This one probably goes up to the top.
Yeah, since that's the pattern.
Yes, unlike you and your life choices, they're not going up to the top.
That's so mean. Oh my god. This puzzle is so mean.
Yeah, that is good though.
Oh, okay.
Dang it.
Oh, the black belts.
Yeah.
You will
Crap.
never ascend to black belt at this rate.
I have a black belt card for Taekwondo. It's a certification. That's where the card carrying
That
and
is
my
right.
nickname in here comes from.
Huh.
Oh, nice.
Gotcha. A black belt. Bum, bum, bum. That one probably goes over here.
It's a certification that I can
Looks
kick
like
some
you're
booty.
not very good at this. Just creeps onto the screen.
Slowly rises up judgmentally.
You know what, game? If you're gonna try to play the game for me, don't include this game. Don't include this game in it if you're gonna try to do that.
I think it's an accessibility thing,
Yeah.
but also it's kind of mean the way they worded it. I get the humor, but like, man.
Yeah. It would have been better if they had something like, "You've just got to tap it."
Yeah.
I feel like maybe it would have been more like a, keep going or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or
You know,
like
kinda like-
offer a hint or something.
Yeah, it's like Alex always says this. He doesn't like it when like a game bullies you for
Yeah, that's what it feels
not
like.
doing the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we're basically trying to say is get better.
Get good.
Cranky's tips. Get good.
Good noob. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Doodle-doo-doodle-doo-doodle-doo-doodle-doo-na-na-na. That needs to go over there, maybe. Bum, 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 bum. Doodle-doo-doodle-doo-doodle-doo-doodle-doo. Doodle-doo-doodle-doo-doodle-doo-doodle-doo. Well, that didn't help much. I think that needs to go over to this guy, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Like, I know there are techniques for this type of
Yeah.
puzzle, I just never learned them.
Hmm.
Alright, there we go. That should get that one there. Almost. No, it didn't. Shoot. There. That's better. Yep. Okay. Doodaloo, 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 doodaloo. Where does this one go?
It's okay. Take your time.
Uh-huh.
Take your time. I know you're going to be silent about this. It's just the people would judge me for having a strong and powerful wife when I'm from the 1930s. It wasn't a very good time in Gator America. There was a lot of Gator sexism.
Yeah.
Alright, just slide that back over, and then probably we'll have to
One of
find
these.
a way to move that piece over there.
Yeah. Life's hard. Kind of.
Kinda
Yeah.
looks like.
Need to get these two. Let's see, what is this?
Yeah, you
gonna
gotta,
do?
you gotta get that
one
piece in
needs
the
to
bottom corner over there.
Right here,
You
yeah.
just got to tap it.
Alright, so cycle those pieces, I guess, and then like cycle that back in.
Tap it like you tapped that ass.
Oh, okay, I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Push that back. Yeah, push that back over.
This one?
Yeah, because I think
Yeah, then you can switch.
then you can switch that one, and then push that over, push that up,
Yeah.
and then to the.
Oh, that goes up there, so you'll need to switch a few around.
Yeah.
Not quite. Close
We're
this
getting
little
close.
guy right here. You
Yeah,
get it?
try cycling that. Yeah, you gotta cycle that
This
back
guy
over
here.
to the left-hand corner.
Yeah. Yeah, these two need to be switched, it looks like, as well.
Yeah.
Alright.
There we go. And then put that over there. And then.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
I don't know if that's the right spot for this one.
So it looks like the.
I think this goes over here or something.
Yeah, that one goes right there, and then.
Yeah.
We're getting close. We're getting close. But we gotta cycle that.
a
We gotta
lot.
cycle that
Oh,
one.
motherfucker!
That piece over to the. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna cycle that piece back over here. Just gotta temporarily put that back over there. No. That's gonna switch the pieces over.
You just gotta temporarily.
Okay.
Like, this one needs to be over here. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you can do is like, you can cycle those pieces, and then cycle those pieces on the left, and then like move the piece in the bottom left-hand corner over to where it needs to be, and then put them back.
I can try.
Because that piece in the, on the right-hand corner needs to be on the other side.
We just had it on the other side, and it was wrong, right? See?
Because she's got her arms folded.
Yeah.
So that's gonna end.
Okay.
A third-degree black belt's got to be a.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's supposed these need to be on the bottom.
Yeah. It should be a simple matter of cycling them over, though. And the piece in the bottom, the piece in the bottom right-hand corner needs to be on the bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you snake them, I think they'll if they can get to where they need to be. Without much disruption.
Yes.
I don't know how you mean snake them.
Like move them in like sort of an S formation rather than like directly horizontally.
Dang it.
Chat's cheering you on.
Thank you, chat.
Come on, you can. The chat's more supportive than the game itself. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Good job.
Yay.
Oh, Gertie. Good old Gertie. It's been years since I looked upon your sweet curly hair and your man-breaking arms. Thank you so much for your help, stranger. Thanks to you, I'm reunited with both of my lost loves. Martha passed 3 years ago, but Gertie is just in witness protection. You know, from all the man-break. Yeah.
Oh my god.
What a firecracker that guy. Oh, what cold days. On cold days, I could still feel the phantom broken body pain she left me. Event? Oh, you mean tonight's event? Well, I can tell you it's on past my bedtime. You young folk love staying up late. Me, I'm in bed at 6 nightly. After a modest dinner of soft about puddings and 4 to 7 episodes of soft flutes on public broadcast.
Oh, it's up.
Anyway, kiddo, thanks again for helping me out. Or should I say, helping 3 out.
Hey.
Don't tell my grandkids. Look, here's a little something for your trouble.
Why, thank you.
That's why he's got so many cousins, because he's had like so many kids.
Yeah, he's remarried.
Well, good.
30% off this bug only.
Mona the Snipper.
You hear about joining the resistance?
It's Susie!
Oh, come to the front door, but don't let the feds tell you. The password is the only thing worth fighting for. Justice absolute. Which is also the name of my favorite Marx-leaning ska band. Yeah, I said favorite. There are more than one. There are 2, as a matter of fact. Look how tiny
Teeny.
Tiny little anti-capitalist.
Their first single was about putting a potato in the tailpipe of a crooked alligator governor when he tried to join the mailing list. No GMOs. That's no governors may opt in.
Who are
Stick
you?
it to the man. Gator.
I'm Mona, but you can call me by my online handle for safety, which is K-pop Angel 85.
K-pop Angel 85!
What? I can have other interests besides the cause. Do you mean Hat Pat, or do you mean Bat Pat?
What do you mean, Matt Pat?
No, you probably mean Matt. I mean Hat Pat. But Pat is my high school neighbor that used to pick me up at DSA meetings on Friday until he got grounded! He'd apparently broken his Nene's favorite set of extremely fragile and large-eye porcelain deer with, something. A club? Well, it's not important. We'll spring him eventually. Yes, Dad! I mean legally! Anyway, Hat Pat is an okay dude. I really know the guy, but he still made me a punch-proof vest to wear to protest outside Dr. Soda's bottle caps. What? He's a stand-up alligator. Or alligator.
Alligator.
He maybe drinks too much soda, though. Doesn't he know what the government puts in that stuff? Oh god, it's a conspiracy theorist. I tell you, but the CIA agent that watches my cell phone will probably delete my Chumbler in vengeance. Chumbler. That's where I keep all my pictures of day one.
Her K-pop crush, I guess.
Yeah.
Which I have 4 events to go to this week alone. Like tomorrow, it's Minestrone Monday at the Soup Kitchen. And it's on Taco Tuesday at the Women's Shelter. Wednesday doesn't have a funny name, but everyone does get those cupcakes with the white squiggle as an extra to the Alligator Food Bank. Are they on community service?
Yep.
If you're talking about tonight, though, you might as well go act like a cop somewhere else, Officer Pinstripes.
Officer!
Don't rat out my comrades. My mind is bolted up so tight that Count of Monte Cristo has spent years trying to escape from me, whilst plotting his vengeance against those who have wronged him. We just finished reading that book in my Tuesday lit class. Pretty ballin', TBH. I love revenge and breakfast.
It's a liber alligator.
Liberal alligator.
Listen, I'm not trying to
Liberal
give you
alligator.
crud about Pat or something. I'm just a little stressed out. Not to go all first world props on you, Bobs, but I have a zine due to be scanned by tomorrow afternoon. If I miss the deadline, then it won't get printed in time for the Indie Comics annual People with Bags convention this weekend. I feel, Juno, there's a connection to be had.
Yeah.
Do you know how long it takes to staple a stack of these zines? At least 2 full episodes to listen to Gator Crater, a true crime podcast about the world's most blown up alligators.
This is just a person on Twitter.
Yes, Dad! I already have Algebra 2 homework! If you could help me put some of these pictures together, maybe I could give you the straight dope about that dope. So, are you ready to join the resistance? Please, because I really need to eat this sandwich.
Make paper word salad, because your voice is valid.
Voice is valid.
Smells like zine spirit. Great. Mona's zine needs to cover 3 topics evenly. Choose a clip to add it to the zine, then click the page to glue it in place. Be careful, some clips cover 2 topics at once.
So check it, Pinstripes. I've already done all the hard zine stuff, like picking the clips and cutting everything with semi-straight lines. I need you to pick a good selection, then glue them into place. Sadly, ever since the sticking of 2017, I'm not allowed to use glue myself.
Sticking in.
Or glue sticks. Hey, look who's on the wall.
Who's on the wall?
We've met those 2, haven't we?
Oh.
I don't remember the one with the fro, but she was taking selfies.
Yeah. What's she doing that? Or
maybe they're
rubber
Mona's
cement.
friends.
Maybe. Or large stickers. Or small stickers. So you're gonna have to be the hero that sticks the pics. This zine encompasses, of course, the 3 most important, most zany things possible. I'm talking about social issues, indie comics, and K-pop. Obviously.
Gotta get the pop from Alligator Korea.
These 3 topics go together like peanut butter, jelly, and a 3rd comparable thing that escapes me in this moment.
Red?
That like makes me think of there was this like character, this Grand Theft Auto 3, the radio stations, there was a talk radio station that was just hilarious, and there was this like military guy that was like, I only play man sports like football. And hopscotch.
And
Hopscotch? That's a little girl's game. No, not rugby hopscotch, man. You get me in a scrum. I'll show you what's for.
rugby.
Yeah. Hopscotch.
Hey, I only play man games. Football.
Hopscotch.
But that doesn't mean we can lean into any one more than the other. My zine has to be balanced. People will think I'm biased. That means no page space for any one thing more than the other. So pick up a pick and get ready to stick. Careful though, I have a limited selection of content, and glue is forever. Just ask my hamster. Oh no! R.I.P. in Valhalla, Goopy the 3rd, 2015 to 2017.
Oh my lord.
When you're done, we'll ask the editor if they're ready to scan, so get pasting!
Get ready.
Alright.
The sandwich record time. Oh, for fuck's sake! The cover is really important. It has to portray the essence of what's on the inside. It's sort of like choosing what ironically humorous t-shirt has sported Rosh Hashanah, the really unsell your extended family.
Alright.
What is happening?
I don't know what's happening.
Eat it, Wibbly Finn! This will get him canceled for sure!
Okay.
Now, don't forget to balance the topics. I wouldn't want anyone to accuse me of political bias. Or standing bias. Standing bias?
Okay.
Hey guys.
There's only 2 of them. Together forever.
For 8 ver.
Oh, like a little indie comic.
Oh no, that's another K-pop one. Oh, there we go.
Oh, well, I'm gonna send this one to everyone I know. And some people I don't. If you type random numbers into your phone, you have to go somewhere, right?
Oh my god, no! Alright, so...
Guess this guy? Or...
There's the Wibbly... That's another K-pop one.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, we're going. TBH, this one kind of mondo bums me out. I didn't win the Zine Award at last year's con, but I did place 3rd in Cool Bangs. Okay.
Alright, that's a K-pop.
Yep.
It's also... So we've balanced out the cover, which covers all 3 things.
Yeah.
So we've got one K-pop bit, one K-pop clip, one politics clip, and one indie comic.
Yeah.
So let's read carefully let's read the Q&A carefully just to make sure that there's nothing to do with the other things.
And then they both are K-pop.
Okay.
Joshua Runston.
I'm just gonna do this.
Tiny Day One. Sorry, I just got an all over puberty sweat. And the distinct need to buy Cutify products.
Alright.
The last insight page is a hard hitter. You have to really leave them wanting more.
Okay.
Like, really, actually more. Like, maybe they'll give you a couple more bucks to pick up a few for their comrades.
Okay.
This is Lois.
This is Lois. She feels Wibbly Finn is inadequate manner.
2 Wibbly Fins. Oh.
Balance the budget. He can't even balance that alone.
Try go, Lois!
Do you need someone else to read these while you're eating?
This is my last mouthful, don't worry. I took a gamble and it failed.
Here's a comic.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's so anime. This one's a last-minute submission from my friend's cousin, Minna. You can read the rest on her blog. It's got called a tour de force by someone whose Twitter icon was the best shit from a popular TV show.
I like the anime gators.
Team effort. We're almost there. Just paste on the back cover and we'll be done.
Animators.
Okay, so this one's a gator con. This one's a K-pop gator comic.
Yeah.
This is.
Yeah.
I know this is just a
comic, but this is sort of what I imagine their life is really like. Like, I sit there and imagine it. Every day. Every day. We're all done? Oh, hand it over. Yes! This is perfect! Let's show it to the editor for approval.
Huh? Yeah, sure. Whatever.
I like how he's got like the piece of the newspaper clip, probably because Mona cut it out.
Oh.
Looks like we're all set to scan and send it to the printers. Yay!
Yeah, we did it.
Each page is balanced and checked and earned my respect, trademark.
Hooray.
Yay!
Oh, gee. There we go, Dad.
Even Dadders approves.
That's a pretty rad tagline. If I had a public access channel talk show, which is 100% in the cards, by the way, if I keep up B+ this second term, that would definitely be my sassy catchphrase. Anyways, the event is a gross allocation of funds, if you want my opinion. Did you know helium is a finite resource? Seriously, Google it. Every balloon at that shindig is basically a big heck off to the folks that really need it. Like scientists and clowns that are down on their luck but have hopeful hearts. See you there tonight, comrade. Bring your favorite safety pin covered jean vest for righteous poppin'. Aww.
Pat.
Ooh, it's Pat.
Hey! Are you there? It's Pat. Aw. I know we haven't figured out the family's totally nefarious secret yet. Well. But maybe if we walk there together, I'd feel safer. Is that okay? I'm on my way.
I like how the trolley has like gator teeth.
Yeah.
Alright, I think that's it then, if it's nighttime.
There's still a lot of puzzle pieces I missed.
Oh god.
Oh, good. Silazarius. Well, hello,
Silazarius.
and pleasant evening, my good chum. I didn't mean to startle you. Oh, no, I didn't mean to startle you. No, not I. Yo. You see, it's within my very nature to skulk mysteriously around corners and the like in deaf silence. As my mother was a mysterious slipper designer, and my father was mysteriously absent.
My father went out to get the milk and never came back.
No, but enough about me. What about you? You seem like an alligator with an agenda as well. Perhaps a mysterious agenda. Well, that's just fine, my friend. That's just fine. You know, they say mysterious agendas are the best agendas of all, second only to salacious ones. Perhaps yours is a little bit of both. Do you have a blog I can follow? I see you noticing my hat, but tread carefully, my dear. Tread carefully. This hat and the secret alligator society it symbolizes have led me down many a dark and terrible road, such as community potlucks with spaghetti so al dente your very soul will ponder the multitudes it requires to chew it.
The Freemason alligators.
Don't get me started on a mysterious rummage sale. Oh, hey, something up there. All right. 5th William IV. Sleep all the way up there. All right, no more puzzle
This
pieces.
week, click and drag up and down.
Welcome back, esteemed guest. I'm afraid our kitchen is closed early for a closed event in the hotel ballroom tonight. I provided Mr. Pat with some complimentary stale oyster crackers and tap water. If you'll follow me, I can show you to his room. Pardon me. We'll begin walking at your leisure. My, what beautiful wallpaper we have. So rich and distracting. We've arrived. Please inform Mr. Pat he can't have any more tap waters after you knock. He can't have any more. I'm so glad you came back. I've just been guzzling up tap waters and stress eating these funny crackers the waiter gave me. Even though I'm not gonna wear them, I went and got all my shoes out anyways. I think just for the company. It's scary being alone in here. And now the event's about to begin, but maybe since you're here, nothing bad will happen. Oh no.
And then the power goes out.
This counts as something bad happening. Do you have a flashlight? I'm scared of the dark. And flashlights, but slightly less so. I don't know if I do. Oh, there we go. Hey, you found one! Do I look like that one video by Alligator Queen? Is this
the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Hopefully with this we can make it through the corridors of the hotel to the ballroom where the event is safely. Just walk really close to me, okay? We have no way of telling who or what is out in those twisty halls. Just a moment.
Navigator. I love that.
You stupid kid.
I need to go do something real quick, but I'll be right back in a minute. Okay. BRB. Embark in the dark. Navigator.
You know what time it is, chat. Give it up for...
Are you having a good old gator time? See, this has been interesting experience for me because in Russia we no have gators. This is first time me seeing one. What do you mean? Or are you tired because of my presence? I think that is very rude.
I'm sorry, it's just your beautiful dulcet Russian tones are sending me to sweet slumber.
Well, go to sleep and do not wake up.
Make me. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing with that chloroformed handkerchief?
I'm going to roll you out with my wheels. You being all like, oh, sorry, I fell asleep while I was waiting on you to make me sandwich. And I here be like, go back to sleep, because I will make that sandwich and eat it myself, because I love sandwich.
So I guess we finally know the true identity. It's Heavy Weapons Guy from Team Fortress 2.
No, but he is big inspiration. I wrote about him for thesis. Well, it took a while because I have no arms and no opposable thumbs to write, but I transcribed it, and I got A.
Amazing.
No, chat, I have missed you and your dulcet letters on the screen. You have been good comfort to me as I discover the horror that is Gator.
You are good comrade.
Oh. No, you are no comrade of mine. We fight to death over sandwich.
Alright, give me a wrench.
That's me revving up.
You're not motorized.
Ha, ha, you don't know shit.
Give me a wrench. Give me...
I will run you over like fat kid fucking body diving into water, and water disperses everywhere. Like you will disperse everywhere. You will be over here and over there, and a little bit of you will be up on the ceiling. It'll be bloodbath.
All right.
Foolish chair. For you.
All right, I'm back.
I have wrestled many. Up. Hey, Darby.
Hello.
All right, embark in the dark.
Juno's being very aggressive to your chat for no reason.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. The chair threatened to run me over. I was actually self-defense.
Juno, it's chat.
Cherry's always kind. I think you started the fight, Juno.
I am being gassed.
All right, power's out. Click and hold to guide Pat through the dark hotel. Oh, yay. It's like he's right behind him, my character. Pinstripe guy.
I love how tall he is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Not there. Hello. Please, anything but Marty.
It's Marty time.
The music. Poopy, poopy, poop. There's just something unwelcome about reading graphic novels in the pitch black dark sediment of a broken hotel wall.
Let me read my anime girls in peace.
Duh! Did you see it move? I think I saw it move.
Oh no, it's Five Nights at Keaton's.
Otherwise, we like ding, 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 ding.
Oh, it's you. Oh, Mandy? That's what he's doing here, but he's attracted to spotlights. Like a moth that smells like her, like a moth that smells like hair gel.
What?
Yeah.
Hello, Mandy.
There he is.
Here we go. Oh, the animation's so good.
Whoa! Whoa! Ah! He loved it. Oh, yay, Pat. Look at him.
He's so happy.
Ah. Oh, this is adorable. Aiden. Hello, Star Child. May I interest you in a flyer for my upcoming crystal yoga class? We're gonna stand on our heads and really give it to some quartz. There's also gonna be free pizza in the dumpster outside Italian Tony's Cheese Circles.
Italian Tony's.
Like Bellissimo or whatever. Yee! Sup, old moldy? You down for another heist? Sorry to pull you back in the game, but with a cake like this, how can you resist one last score?
No.
Oh yeah, this guy was me. Alright. Having to sit still this long, for this long is harder than that time I did a squat-a-thon and my pants split due to meaty glued offshoot. At least then I got new yoga pants and raised $100 for Guys Without the Eyes. It's an important organization, Bro Yoko. This fuck.
Yo.
That thing, Bro Yoko. What is Bro Yoko?
I don't know.
It's probably another way he's of saying bro.
Forget
Like,
about it.
broski, bro ham.
Yes, Bro Yoko. Come on. Oh, I'm trying to click on his bird friend, but I guess they're one unit. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We
you're
gotta
Aiden.
talk to Jesus.
Yeah. Looks different from behind. This is the worst party I've ever been to.
It's simply dreadful. Even worse than last year's.
Even worse than the wrap party for the Gucci modeling shoot I did. That's Gucci, adult-sized baby bonnets for strange alligators.
For strange alligators.
Even worse than the release party where they found my ex-boyfriend and the house music DJ run through with Claymore. I for sure wasn't anywhere near there, of course, but how awful.
The sword or the explosive device?
God.
Simply dreadful.
Hey, birthday party! I'm dead! Yeah. Dad and you good there, champ. Now go eat some cake.
Yay, 2-ton Tony. Oh, good. Happy birthday to you. You live in a zoo. You smell like an alligator. And that is unsuspicious and correct.
I love this stupid game.
God.
You guys should have seen your faces when you came in. I took like 1,000 pics. Pat looked like he thought he was going to die or something. Lol. Hold on, I'm totally live blogging this.
Hey there. I got worried you guys wouldn't make it on account of the blackout. Pat's scared of the dark. And hallways. And parties, come to think of it. This usually doesn't end well, end as well as this, is what I'm saying. I like Joni. Oh, good.
Good evening and good morrow, friend. What an auspicious sign that we have crossed paths once more. Perhaps we have some unknown star-dained connection, or you really want to read my zine about cool wizards. Check it out. I have a whole chapter dedicated to Totapicus the Groovy.
Oh, I'm so proud of my Patrick. He didn't threaten a Korak shadow with a stapler and jump out a window. I'll dump the punch bowl in the toilet thinking it was poison. This is already going to do so much better than his birthday last year.
Oh, good.
Tell anyone about what you saw earlier, and I'm breaking kneecaps in enough pieces that the old maids can play mahjong. And thanks. Hey, put it there, old felly. It's time for an old-fashioned handshake. Just ignore the snail trail. I'm told it's full of vitamins and helps with drying. And then it comes out of my limbs and leaves you crying. No!
No!
Hey, where you going?
Hey, where you going?
I'm gonna lose my AARP discounts being up this late. And they take a hard look at your benefits if you do too much staying up per day at a rollerblade. But not to give in on my Tuesdays at the roller road.
I'm so happy. Oh, I wasn't getting rubbed out. I was getting birthday clout. It's so nice to have my beloved family here with me. We're gonna take a big family photo and everything. That means you too, if that's okay. Everything you did for me today, it really meant so much to me. You're a really special friend. I can't thank you enough. Oh, come on. Everything's ready for the photo. Except for you. Follow me. All right, Patty Pat. Oh, good. I get to make a guy.
Design your gators.
That's wonderful. This one looks like Morty. Beep, 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 beep.
I love how it waits until the end of the game to customize it.
Yeah. Great.
Pretty hunched shoulders.
Okay. Cool.
Hey, look at that.
Lovely.
You can change your teeth shape too, and your hair.
Got that Darby.
Oh. Which one? M&A. That's pretty accurate.
The pad.
Pat too. There's a lot of options.
Oh.
It's just like a pickeroo you'd find.
Do what?
Yeah, this is a gator pickeroo.
Oh, yeah. Oops. I like the anime hair.
Yeah, go for it. No one's your pillow.
Glasses.
Glaze.
Eyes.
Ooh, you can change your eyes.
Cool.
Different shades of swamp green.
Uh-huh. And just keep them black.
You can change the type of eye as well.
Ah, cool. Ah. Yeah.
Seductive.
Yeah. Change my teeth.
Grumpy.
Yeah, okay, just these three types.
Yeah.
Oh.
What
Oh.
about the body too?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you changed the body type.
You stupid skinny.
Skinny or thick gator.
Uh huh.
It is me,
Here we
King
go.
K. Rool. Ho, 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 ho.
Hench.
Yeah,
Animator.
gator. This gator had a
The
machete.
original one's good.
Yeah, I like the standardized. I'm gonna cycle through the heads one more time.
Yeah. Kissy lips.
I think
Big
you
block
changed the color
lips.
of the outfit as well.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yay, so happy.
Oh, just the tie.
Is it just the tie? Yeah.
Go with the blue tie.
Blue tie. You're happy.
Gee, I don't know, Rick Gator.
Morty Gator, you gotta take the birthday picture, Morty Gator. You gotta get ready. You gotta get
That
ready.
one's pretty cute.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
I might go with that one in the end.
Yeah, go for it. I like the little kazoo in the background.
Oh,
Aw.
look at that feller.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Can we do all the extra puzzle piece stuff now?
I don't know.
All done.
All done.
Because the guy on the phone wanted us to meet him at the underground place, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Oh, he's gonna play some credit music.
The game's won, the story ends sweet. But though it seems done, has this all been deceit? What's really going on? Does our tale end right here? The more family you come upon, the more truth will grow clear.
Oh yeah, you need to find more.
Thank you, Mandy.
Also, hey, Comedian.
Oh, hi there.
Whoa.
You just came in at the end of the game.
Yeah, I noticed.
Doodle doodle dee doo.
I like the animation.
There he is. He's
It's so good.
Oh.
got
I
the
love how they're
juice.
just playing the guitar, but it's not a guitar.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you, Lemon Demon, for.
Oh, cool.
I'm a demon?
Did the music for this?
Niels is here. He contributed to
That's cool.
the contributed to game. Yeah.
That game skip.
More
That-
mysteries
that guy
await you.
contributed to internet history, pretty much.
Uh-huh.
He did so many different things that went super popular, and I never knew he was the one responsible for those.
Yeah.
Let's find those puzzle pieces.
Can you talk to him?
Did you come back for me? Okay, cool. So yeah, we're just doing post game. Yeah. Let's see. How many puzzles do we have? Not even close. But we oh, we're missing a family member too.
We should probably finish the rest of the family tree though.
Yeah.
It's because you skip, you have to skip a load of half hours, so.
Who was it that I missed? Which family?
Go on the tram.
Hello.
So, how are you,
Hello.
kitty, buddy, chum, buddy, bum, pal?
Yeah. How you doing?
Radix.
Alright.
All right. Antique shop. We didn't go in there before.
Shop.
That little girl. Where are you? There you are.
Hi.
There you are. Gotta click on her really quickly. Gotcha.
I mean,
Gotcha.
Hey, look at me! Do you want to hear my poem? It's called Shiny, Tiny, Minute Little Things. Here it is. Shiny, tiny, minute little thing, what are you? Then it said, I'm a shiny, tiny, minute little thing. Did you like it?
That was great.
I wrote it in my head, because I can't write on papers yet. Except for my name. And except for butt. But Papa didn't like it when I write it on your grandma. I'm Alice and I'm 4 years old. I'm gonna eat the whole world. I'm gonna
Goals.
get older. I'm gonna be an ice cream truck king. Do you want to smell what's in my pocket?
She has Chucky Finster's shirt.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
God.
I like how she's like, sounds like a child.
Mm.
Pat! Pat!
my cousin. I bought him gummy worms and he ate it. But then I showed him it was real worms I found under the bird bath in the backyard. That doesn't come to babysit me anymore.
Oh wow. Oh no, you little
It's
devil.
secret. I'm not supposed to tell nobody about it. Appa said if I did, Grandma would be real mad. Even more mad than when I ride it butt on her bed.
On her
Butt
butt.
on her butt.
Butt on her butt.
Can you
Charming.
help me with my snack? Maybe if you did, then it'll be okay. I want to eat all the pancakes, but only if they're on my special plate. I don't like to eat pancakes that's not on my special plate, because it doesn't taste as pancakey. You know why? You know how it is. Don't put the small ones into the bigger ones either. I don't like that! So will you stack me the pancakes?
I love her. I love her.
Do you have what it
Oh
takes
my-
to stack up pancake? Flowers.
Flowers of annoy.
Stack the pancakes on Alice's special plate. You can only stack a pancake on an empty plate or on top of a larger pancake. Watch out. Each time you move a pancake, Alice gets hungrier.
No. The plate with the A on it, that's my special plate. If I'm gonna eat all these pancakes, I want it stacked perfectly on my special plate. Stack them carefully. A big one can't go in a little one. You ready?
Oh, I remember this
Okay,
puzzle.
one of these. Okay.
So,
Boop. Okay. So, I have to
Yeah,
do
there you
this
go.
for now. And boop.
yeah, this is a. So I've actually played through this kind of puzzle. There was like before I left Seattle, I went to this little bookstore that had this particular puzzle on display.
Yeah. Yeah. Boop.
Once you get the
Oops.
hang of it, it's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
So stack the
Yeah,
little
I
one
need
on
to
there,
get
and
the-
take that one,
There you are.
and then
But-
stack that over there,
Yeah. This one still needs to.
and then move.
I can figure it out, Juno. Thank you.
Okay.
Actually, let's put this here.
There we go. That's more like it. Yeah. And
There we
we
go.
go.
Ah, good job.
All right. Yeah. Perfect.
And then just
Actually, I
spread
can do that for now.
Some
Doop,
empty spaces
doop,
as well.
doop.
But yeah.
this- Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
Yay! Wait, what's that sound?
We're stunned.
The choo-choo! I thought she was in a crib. It's a train track.
Yeah, I thought so was.
Oh my gosh, the train is in the station.
Say goodbye to your pancake. Oh, never mind.
That was a good first cause. Course, that's the word.
All right, we
Oh,
got
no
to
more
move the.
pancakes.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no, the movie!
Oh, shh.
This game's such a troll.
God, this puzzle's.
That's not gonna help me.
The big pancake's gotta go up.
Why is this being that way? Put you right there. There's that. No.
There we go.
Meow, 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 meow.
All right, we're getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Ba 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 ba.
All right. Put that right now.
Oh, Luna's in the chat.
Oh, hello, Luna.
Hey!
Hello.
Pancake. There we go.
Welcome to Late Alligator.
How you doing, Luna?
She just,
Delicious.
she just eats them all.
Wait, does the train sound kind of funny though?
Round 3. Okay.
It's gonna go faster.
Oh, great. No.
Oh,
Oh, it's going
gonna be
backwards.
Bad.
Oh. Oh no, it's breaking.
So the variation of this I played back in the variation of this I played back in the bookstore was like I only had 3 pegs for like the rings
Yeah.
to go on.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit tougher than this,
Yeah.
but it was still a good time. It's a great brain bender.
Music makes me kind of think of Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Uh-huh.
There we go, and then we can get the big pancake on the bottom.
Bum 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 bum.
There we go.
Actually, let's whoops, there.
Yeah, there we go. Temporarily move that over there.
Bum, bum,
And
Whoop.
beautiful.
Hey. Pan stacks. Lovely, thank you.
Uh-oh. I think she's sick.
Too many pancakes for little her.
I love pancakes. I feel real stomach achy, but accomplished.
You know the word accomplished.
Maybe I'm gonna lay here a while. There's gonna be a cake at the thingy tonight, and I wanna eat it. So I gotta regain my cake stamina.
Very, very
Thanks
well
for
read
help.
4-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sleep beeps now.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
cute.
Some kids can learn big words. I remember one
Oh,
time I was playing
true.
with my cousin who's like 3 or 4 years old, and we were playing with cars, and we were playing like shops but with these like little toy cars. So he picks up one. I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna buy that car?" And he looks at me dead in the eyes and goes, "It's a monster truck."
Duh. Nanaroo.
Nanaroo. Radix, do you want to be
Well,
Radix?
welcome to Nana Rouge, where the rules on your shoes, it's just 'cause of the booze.
Oh no!
It's haunted us all, get on there, sweethearts of mine, the ectoplasm. Oh, so you're interested in buying some antiques from me, dollface? Well, we just got in a huge shipment of designer grandma plates never meant to be.
Grandma
Dawn.
plates.
Yeah, you know the ones that you just stay in your cupboard and collect all the dust. As well as a bunch of confusing teddy bears from the 70s with realistic plastic faces. Ugh. I can get you a real deal, one of those if that's your fancy. Is that your fancy? I know you kids are into weird stuff these days. Yes, sir, I see you over there. I'll be with you in a minute. Well, Sugar Pie, it's decided by the validity I am the one and only Nanaroo herself. Confirmed only the finest antique goods and the finest antique store owners. Go on, Tony. Tell me I'm looking good for my age. Alice, stop harassing the customers.
She has no teeth.
My sweet, sweet Patrick. He's my absolute shortest grandson. Why, it feels like only yesterday. He would run about the shop squealing about ghosts trying to eat his kidneys and hiding in humorously oversized faces. As you can probably tell by my expression, that actually was yesterday. That boy might not be playing with a full deck. Yo, hey you, be careful with that vase, it's expensive. Hey, gosh, old Patch inviting his little friends to the event, isn't that cute? He's such a darling, that boy. I'll be closing the shop early to get over there on time tonight. Got a straight order ghost on my wig before the shipment, you know? Oh, sleep, just take the hitch a ride.
Straight all the ghosts out.
Yes, sir, I see you waiting there. I'll be with you in a minute. Sorry, Pumpkin, looks like I have to stop yapping about the event and take care of a customer. Unless, you would defeat me at a round of cards.
He's willing to sit and play cards with you instead of minding the customer.
Yeah. What do you say, sweetheart? Think you can out-hold the old maid?
Maybe. Keep up with the maid without getting played. Old maid.
Ooh, you wanna play some old maid, Sonny?
It's your turn. On your turn, click to take one of Nana Roo's cards. Then she'll take one from you. Any matching cards will be removed. The player left holding the old maid loses.
Oh, classic.
Oh, did Radix leave?
Classic game.
Yeah.
House rule.
House rules? The younger player goes first.
Okay.
I got customer, sweetie. Take a card.
That one. Which one's the old maid again?
All right.
It's the queen, isn't it?
I guess.
Yeah. I get the next turn. You know it.
Bring it.
That card? No, this one. It's a pair for me. Elvis, you still have to pick a card.
Good luck.
Pick a card. Yeah.
Hey,
right.
good job.
Got it on all sixes. Hey, you're not pulling the wool over my eyes, are you? You might not know it, but this is my lucky picking flipper. And the universe wanted me to make a pair. I get customer, sweetie, take a card.
Yay!
Oh, Grandma's got it. She gets the old maid.
What's such a dread? An old age and the old maid.
Enjoy your pair, but you got the queen.
A pair? I knew I'd find one. Well, how about that? You won.
Good
It's
job.
2 out of 3. No, never mind.
Oh my
Good.
god, I was gonna say.
That was just luck.
Exactly.
Well, my stars and garters, you really beat me fair and square.
Yay!
Oh, you know, if you see my older sister Constance around, you can try to coerce her into playing around with a doll like you. I think she'd get a real kick out of it. You just don't stare at the cards. She gets a little feisty about that. So, about the event. Make sure you get there ain't sharp. If you get the dollar, you might miss the big surprise. It sure knocks Pet's socks off. Wait, does he wear socks? Is he one of those shoe-wearing alligators or the non-shoe alligators? Well, something we can knock off the boy, we'll make sure of it.
He's mostly a non-shoe alligator, though he does have 3 shoes he never wears.
Yeah.
Buongiorno, city pal here. Did you know that's how they say hello in Italy? In alligator Italy? At least that's what it said on the back of my Chris Ricey's box today. See? There's lots of different alligators from all over the world here in Alligator, New York City. That's why they call it a melting pot. Not because of that strange smell the sidewalk gives off in hot weather, as I originally thought.
No, that's just pee.
It's just pee and poo and garbage. I was in New York recently, and it's so garbage. Like, this is so much garbage smell everywhere. At least I was, like, in Lower Manhattan. And it's a fun place to be, but oh my god, the garbage smell, I can still remember it. It's the sting is still in my nose from... Ugh. So gross. If you want to meet any interesting people during your stay, maybe you should start on the trolley since everyone uses it. You never know who you might strike up a conversation with there. Or who might throw a bag of hair at you and then run away. That's the big fun. That's the big city for you. Full of surprises. No one's let me talk to him on the trolley yet. I used to be a porcelain doll, but I came to life because of the magic of this shop. At least that's what I tell my ex-wife so I can come here and sit all day. I've got a good butt groove going on in this shelf.
You're late. I've been waiting here for an hour.
Oh.
What do you mean you do not work here? Well, it's not as if you can fault me for thinking so, with a drab wardrobe and pathetic sunken eyes. Everything here has the clear stink of death upon it. Oh, except for me, of course. I'm merely a poor, poor woman in deep mourning. not at all involved in mysterious circumstances the police cannot explain. I am merely a lonely widow, left behind for the great beyond by my beloved late husband, Horace. Oh, Horace, always such a wonderful wisp of a man. Even at his most poisons, he never remained regal.
God.
He forever remained regal, kind, and absurdly wealthy.
Jesus, let us rid these gators and killing each other.
Now in his absence, I find myself trying to take comfort in the metaphysical arts. If only I could hear his sweet, strained voice once more. Pat, you mean the one with a ridiculous hat? Yes, I am aware of him. A terrible stain on the bloodline, that Papuli fellow. Created all sorts of nonsensical cousins for myself and my dear children. Once removed at the very least, though it's of little comfort to me. Especially when I see someone like Patrick vault over a coffee table at the holidays. Oh, he thought he saw the Spider's Man or whatever nonsense.
He thought he saw the spiders, man.
Oh, I can't even imagine attending the event unchaperoned. If only my poor dear husband had been less poisoned, I wouldn't have had to suffer such horrific indignities.
Oh my God.
No one will think of me and my feelings. Who will no one think of me and my feelings?
God.
Your questions grow tiresome. Don't you see you're riling up the vapors? What are you, the lead detective investigating the mysterious circumstances around my late husband's untimely demise? How dare you? I have no rest for the past week. I've had no rest for the past week. Whenever I close my eyes, I'm visited by Horace's specter reaching out to me, perhaps trying to send me information about some secret treasure he wanted me to inherit on top of the rest of his vast estate. Will nothing stop his ceaseless haunting? If you could only find it in your heart to help this poor widow, I can give you the information you seek. Just use the spirit board to contact Horace, and please find out what my dear late husband wants, or what kind of evidence he has.
Become a dark patron of this terrifying matron, the bargain of earthly defrights. Follow the ghost through the eye of the planchette. He could get tricky. The faster you move, the more suspicious the widow gets.
Magical insight into the dearly departed?
Oh,
I have my suspicions.
suspicions meter.
Prove to me you can contact my beloved late husband, or I shall out you as the charlatan to the entire Mean Ladies Bridge Club.
Mean Ladies Bridge Club. Oh my God.
I guess I gotta go slow. Where is that horse? Horse. Someone had a fun time drawing just a whole bunch of little alligators with silly faces.
Yeah. You're acting a bit sussy.
Yeah, I am aware. Can't go too fast. Oh, there's the...
Horace! Horace! It does seem like my Horace. Perhaps it really could be him.
Well, there
Oh, nice. I got a freebie that time. No.
Could contact with the astral be possible? Tell us more, Horace. Like, say, if you know the circumstances around your own death.
Hi!
God.
I don't know, I'm not supposed to go too fast, but... Horace. Where are you, buddy? This music reminds me of the, like, Magypsy music from Mother 3.
Mm.
There you are, Horace.
Oh.
Where's Waldo Horace?
Oh, there he is.
Yes.
We got him.
Buongiorno.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have got him.
Got a family member badge. Woo!
Ooh, it's Horace.
It's almost too much to be believed. Indeed, my very foundations are ruffled. He loves me. My Horace said he loves me even in his afterlife. Oh, what a prince among ghosts. What a special specter my Horace is, and so gullible. Thank you, dearie. You've given an old widow a reason to smile again. And also an airtight alibi.
An alligator by.
Oh, I must go tell the children at once. And also hide some sensitive items in the toilet, perhaps. I simply don't have any more time to discuss the event with you today. Farewell, my medium.
Oh my goodness.
two like
Man, this game is dark.
oh, two murderers, like the two kids, the prince and princess, and her.
That would make 3 murderers.
Right, yeah. Hey, it's me, Pat. The alligator? You know, the one with the hat. Hello, Pat. It's almost 10. Can you come back? Someone came over to my table and threatened me. Well, they gave me a coupon and told me to have a nice day. But that could mean anything. Well, here's a coupon I got last week, but so if you come back, I'll give it to you. No questions asked. I'm busy right now, buddy. I'm busy. Busy? But, Pat, like maybe 2 hours later? Like maybe 2 hours later. Oop. Missed that last bit. Well, there's someone on the stairs. I want to see if they got something once they come back down.
In the meantime, let's search for some puzzle pieces.
There's one.
Very like Professor Layton-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
That's a guillotine. Oh, there's the.
I think that's just someone passing by.
Yeah. It looks like I can't actually click on them. All right.
Yeah. And riding the trolley it is.
Ah. I can't talk to that guy. Well.
Oh, excuse me, stranger. Can I trouble you for a moment? You see, I need a single deal on a big thing. I'm talking huge. A 10-foot tall goat erect for especially affluent and tall alligators.
Tall
Can you
alligators.
keep an eye on my dad not napping and let me know if she's getting fussy? Joyce is a very good girl, so I don't anticipate you having any weird problems or strange happenings at all. None. Just keep a peepers on this monitor and play her loud music if she starts to wake up or throw on her nightlight.
Huh.
I can't believe this is just Five Nights.
Yeah.
Yada, you get it. You've dealt with the puppet and Five Nights at Freddy's.
Just doing a babysit. Nothing weird about it.
Watch a totally normal baby.
Don't let ghosts possess this baby. Target ghosts by highlighting them with the ghost finder on the right. Damage ghosts by using the monitor functions or with the brightest light. Don't let them possess this baby. Go away, ghosts. Go away.
Be gone, thought.
Oh, it's a little baby. Spook poo.
Trying to get it.
Oh no, there's so many ghosts.
Oh no, so sad.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's how it works.
Oh.
Okay, so they got a little color on them that indicates like what you need to do to get rid of them.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get that thing. Stop possessing that baby.
Get away from your
Oh, there we go.
baby.
Get him. Get the
Yeah,
thing.
turn on the light. The mobile.
Oh. Oh, you're right. Thank you. Well, she's gonna get some possession, but that's okay. Well, she'll be okay.
Oh no, she's sad.
I want the orange. There it goes.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
I'm sorry, baby. Gonna give her some night terrors. That's all. I'm sorry, baby.
Oh,
Now I understand how it works.
bye.
You'll be okay. Alright, what color are you, Ghost? Woo! Oh. Thought I had it. There it goes. No! Leave the baby alone. God dang it. The baby got possessed. Retry. All right, now I get it. Now I understand.
All right, so yeah, the various levels need to you expose a different ghost, and you gotta get rid of them. The Luigi's Mansion music, Luigi's Mansion like music's very good for this particular game.
There we go. Brightest light.
Ooh, ghosts.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, no possession for this baby.
Yeah, no possession for this baby.
Wibbly wobbly spooky boo. Yes. Oh. Oh, come on. Brightest light.
Alright, there we go. There we can get rid of all of them at once.
Come on, get him, get him.
Die, ghosts.
Die,
Die,
ghosts.
Well, again.
Die, ghosts. You don't belong in this world.
It was not my own.
Yes. Last round. Round one.
Oh, that's a lot of them.
Oh,
Oh no, we got possessed.
Ah, got her.
I got him.
Yay. Oh, hello, bee honey. Welcome.
All ghosts eliminated.
Baby safe. Good.
Welcome.
Saved that baby.
Yay. We saved the baby.
Nana Roo's talking.
Hey, man, look at that. Sleeping like the tiniest, babiest baby tiny angel.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Totally
you
not
fool.
possessed. Anyway, sorry to test with such a bore, but I do appreciate you helping an old gal out. Tell you what, any allergen, water, fire, or bee-related damage are 10% off just for you.
Bee related.
Don't say Nana ever did nothing for you, kiddo.
Thanks, Nana. All right. There we go. Hello. Okay, I can't talk to them either. There's one. All right, I think we got all the puzzle pieces in here. Let's look at our shooby-doo. Family badges, 27 to 33, huh? All right, where haven't we gone? I guess we haven't gone to that underground area that dude mentioned earlier. So, I don't remember him. I don't remember how he said to get there, though. All right. Maybe it's on the map now. We haven't talked to you. Sleepy Pants. Sleepy Pants, wake up.
No.
Wake up, Sleepy Pants.
I'm so totally asleep right now. Not being asleep.
Alright. I guess that's all for Sleepy Pants. Alright. I sell bugs. No more puzzle pieces. Can't
I
click on her.
sent the bugs.
I don't think so.
Oh, there we go.
I sent the cousin into space.
Oop, no George. Alright. Oop, yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. Good job.
There we go.
Trotty. Now, how do we get to the place? The underground. Any ideas? Guy mentioned wanting to like grab coffee with us or something. I don't know where that is. Unsavory part of town. Hello.
Oh god.
Is that a? Oh my god. She looks like a freaking triceratops.
Did you say something?
She just has a goiter or something.
I see you over there. I am McCord's youngman. Why ain't giving them to you?
Oh, this is the this is who Nanaru was talking about.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Last time I was giving my cards away was long before you were born. And now look at me. I'm old. See what Sharon gets you? Aging irreparably. Irreparably even. One day your skin is so close to your skeleton, but then you turn around. And boom, your jowls are hanging down past your collarbones, which are now hollow inside. Is that what you want? Hollow collarbones with a nest of daddy long legs inside? And stop staring at my cards.
Gee.
My cards.
That's only the business of me and the nurse that put the ointment on my back bees 3 times a week.
Me back bees.
Stop staring at my cards.
I love this voice, God.
What? Did Pat tell you to go steal his great aunt's cards? Because if he did, I ain't gonna give him his Christmas present this year. Which is, of course, a bag of oranges and a strange tin of popcorn from 1987.
Strange 10.
Stop staring at me cards! I ain't telling a kid like you nothing. Although, you could blame me for the information. As long as you don't stare at me cards. What do you say, kiddo? Think you can beat the old maid?
Older maid. She's a wily old gal. You're in for it, pal.
The best voice yet.
Older maid.
On your turn, click to take one of Constance's cards. She'll take one from you. Alright, same game.
Seems like it.
Beauty before age, my dear. You go first. Day 1, slower than molasses I keep in my purse.
You got the maid.
Yep.
Heck! Which card will help me win? Another pair for me! Take your turn already. Nice. Heck! I know just what to pick,
You done for. Kind of.
Another pair for me.
I mean, I could pick it right back.
Pick a card already.
Alright. Win.
Have you been staring at me cards? When you're at my play level, you can smell which card is the old maid.
I love like the little finger wiggle that she does with the card.
I could beat you in my sleep, and on mine. I'll get you next time.
I got wiggly around so.
Alright, Miss Joanna.
Yay!
Alright, don't get too cocky there, kiddo. These eyes don't see as well as they used to when I bought them off that plague doctor in the mid to late 18th century.
You definitely got a goiter.
Just how old am I? None of your dang beeswax. I got my own beeswax to worry about, you know, from the back bees.
You have bugs living in you. Gross. See a doctor.
Anyway, the event is tonight, and me and my sister who are gonna be there. What more do you need to know? Now get the heck away from me and stop staring at me cards before I give you a knuckle sandwich. That's pig knuckle, which I bought from a great butcher in the back alley behind the sizzler. It's real good, so I don't want to share.
Yucky.
She's the best character yet.
Hollow bones
Very-
full of daddy long legs. Who comes up with this?
God, yeah.
Alright, so very adult bar. Was there anyone else? I feel like there were a couple people in here we didn't get to talk to because we had to go back to
Yeah.
Pat after this guy.
You didn't talk to the guy with the eye patch.
Yeah. Dart. Oh yeah.
Sippy cups.
Zippies.
No. Drink up, drink.
Ooh, the exit sign. All right.
Nice.
Now we got a puzzle piece over there.
Hey, big guy. Tall Jared.
Oh, hey, didn't see it down there. Can you move about 2 centimeters to the right? The placement of my eyes is particularly wacky.
There. Yeah.
I'm waiting for a call, but my phone has been pretty dinged up lately. I wonder if it'll even come in. Maybe I should ask the bartender to use the phone here. It's not gonna work since I stored the number that I need here in my broken phone. How did anyone even get by before modern cell phone technology? How do they send each other messages or watch videos about people drinking a gallon of milk and then throwing up? Or eating that one super spicy chip that like comes in like one per package but is super spicy so you can only eat one. Anyways, I guess I'll just have to write letters now and film myself barfing on VHS. Just like the Pilgrims would have. There's a DDR machine in the back.
Yep.
Folks call me Tall Jared. I don't really get it though. Honestly, I'm not even the tallest Jared that I personally know. Very triangular though. Yeah, let that info sink in for a while. I can see your imagination running wild in your extremely visible eyes. Hey, Pat the Alligator. That's my little cousin. Oh, my cousins are little to me than the older ones. Pat, however, is particularly small. Maybe that's why he's so skittish. A guy like that tiny could slip into a crack any time or get lost in a medium-sized mouse hole. Like a bar or something. From like Arietti.
Yep.
Yeah, you're going to that too? I'll tell you more about it, but the sad truth is I jotted on all the dates in my phone here, but the dang thing's been on the fritz for over a week now. Ever since I got back from the ghastly mansion of the rich and dead tour I did on my vacation. Yeah, this thing's probably possessed like that baby. What's really ghastly is the distribution of wealth amongst the populace. You know, like the top 1% has like 99% of the wealth. And the dedulous.
Dedulous.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do. My phone is my life. Literally. I don't have a rich in existence or anything. It's mostly all saved here in the form of a dream journal and pictures of good breakfasts I had. I don't know how much of a tech person you are, but you think you could take a look? I like how he's just a triangle.
His phone's on the fritz. It's super the pits. Ghost in the cell.
Ghost in the cell.
There's something fishy about Tall Jared's flip phone. Investigate his apps and files to find the source of the mysterious malfunctions.
Hey, it went on a fritz a couple of weeks ago when I was on vacation. Can you fix whatever's wrong? My phone's my lifeline to everyone else. Sometimes Tall Jared is too tall to hear the voices down there.
Okay.
When train. Oh wow, you're still warning you. Some of my notes are pretty personal. I'm not working on a video game. I just thought these would be some cool ideas for some.
Oh, a spooky game about 3 kids in a bad summer camp. A cute game about a sweet knight who gets to escort 4 hot princesses down a mountain. A silly mystery game about alligators in the city. Nah, not that one. That's too dumb. Too much work.
Too much work.
A dramatic game about mecha pilots fighting over the fate of humanity and kissing.
Hey, it's too late to check if there's embarrassing stuff in my noties.
Noties.
It's probably too late. That's fine. Yeah, you're fine. You're
All right. What are your grocery plans?
fine. Three kinds of muffins and good breakfast. Tall Jared, you're getting greedy for breakfast. Let's see here. Crisp rices, large ham.
A large ham.
Muffins, 3 kinds. Bug acai, yeah. Paper towels, clean and spray, dirty and spray. Good breakfast. Sandwich bread, peanut butter, small ham.
A large ham and a small ham.
Listen, man, I need 2 types of ham. There's different fat contents in these things, you know? I don't remember dreaming about being hungry. Did I write this? I was in the woods and I was running on all 4s and there was a monster chasing me. I'm at school and everyone's making fun of me because I forgot all math. I'm looking at myself in the mirror and except my father who's looking at back at me. He turns into sand and now I'm holding 2 hams. I have fish hands and it's the best dream ever. So it looks like the italicized creepy pasta text might be the ghost text.
Right.
So
Ghost
try
in the
clicking on
cell.
that.
Right. Blah,
I used to be proud of how much I know. Okay.
So,
It's weird. I don't remember writing good breakfast. Who was it? What breakfast did they want?
they're hungry. I can't click on them though. Like they're
Okay.
just there.
I
They
am
just give me
hungry.
info.
Good breakfast. See, I told you my phone was acting up.
Huh. Okay.
Error code 0509.
Right on. Video time.
Video time. When I get really stressed, I watch soothing videos. He calms me. ASMR! It's Alligator ASMR. I started watching one when my phone started acting. You think it's related?
I hear some alligator.
It literally is Alligator censored.
Yay.
This is the 3rd train schedule app I've tried, but I'm still late all the time.
Alright.
Are you going to look through my photos? Should I? Okay, no, I'm sure there's nothing too embarrassing in there.
Great.
No alligator cloaca pics. That's my little sim, Joni. I caught them on a candid camera. Oh, a croissant. Oh, would you look at that handsome fella? I give myself compliments every day. It's like a workout for your self-esteem.
Alright. Delete. No!
Vacation. I'm a pretty good photographer, right? Everyone says that the newer phones are better cameras, but I think mine are pretty good already. Also, they break down within like a year. Anyway, my vacation pics. I hope you're ready to relive some memories of me. Yeah. Hey, my phone started acting up after we went to this weird house.
He got haunted from this spooky house.
Yeah. This was from my trip to Alligator, Los Angeles. It was neat being so close to the mountains.
He's a mountain.
He is a mountain. You think this house had something to do with my phone being weird?
Correct.
Alright, you
Save
do have your
images.
notes. I have to go to D&D.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh, have a good one, Queen. Thanks for hanging out.
Is that JoJo?
Jojo Gator.
So, please don't mess with this folder. I just have a lot of pics here that I'd really hate to lose. Like, listen, I don't want to lose my dad's memes, okay? Oh, is
That the
oh my
ice skating one, right? Yeah. Yuri on
Oh
that.
no, I'm clocking it.
Yes! Cowboy Bebop.
God. Cowboy Bebop. He's just so cool.
He is cool.
Oh, moods.
Yes, this is Goku.
Dragon Ball Z. Oh my god, is that free?
Oh, yeah,
Listen,
it is.
that's not what it looks like. The camaraderie is important to me. It's okay. It's okay, Jared. It's alright. High school.
Wonderful.
Oh, that was weird. Alright, see you.
Later.
Alright, bye, Queen.
He loves his anime.
This
Oh.
code does something cool. Do you have a way to scan it?
I do. Let's see. Alright. Okay.
Where's the QR code go?
Gets to a YouTube video.
Well, what's the video?
It's a little alligator music video.
Aww.
Huh. Let me see if I can share it.
If it goes to like a link, then you could probably share it.
Yeah, it does. Let me do that real quick. share to myself so then I can pull it up on my computer. Dun, 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 dun. So that's...
Ooh, this code does something pretty cool.
Alright, so... I want to go to my options. Quick. Main menu. Up.
The screen. The screen isn't helpful at all. What do you think ghost mode is?
Unlock to enable ghost mode. Well, gotta find that password at some point. So, let's see. I want to exit. I want to exit game right now. Or not exit the game, but I want to go into the menu.
That's the Windows key.
Yeah, that works. Thank you. Alright, so I'm going to turn down the game volume real quick so we can watch this video. Preview.
Can you share the video screen with me?
Yeah.
I'm still looking at.
Yeah, I've still got to make a display capture real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
No. Open this up and then I can capture it with display. Different capture, I guess. Window capture is what I want, not display capture. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here we are. Can you see it? Or I guess not. Here, let me share the screen with you.
Yeah,
Real
yeah.
quick. Change windows to there.
There we go.
Now, let me max that out for you real quick and make it easier.
Right.
Alright, here we go. We're gonna watch this little video. Turn that up.
I'll go say.
Well, they're dead.
Great. Alright then.
Alright.
It looks like the creators were like, we have this animation, but we have nowhere to put it, so just add it as an Easter egg. Yeah. Just falling down the stairs very violently over and over.
Oh.
Poor alligators.
Do me a favor and don't look too hard at my search history.
Why? Recent searches.
Recent searches. Breakfast near me. Breakfast many pancakes. Sleep sounds. What's the best password?
Oh.
Ooh.
There we go. Ghost.
Ghost? I never would have thought of it. And I'm going to forget about it immediately.
Alright, got your password.
So I guess that's what the password is for the settings. I like how this is like a mini Lost Phone game.
Yeah. It's neat.
Some people like sunny days, some people like rainy days. I like the forecast when it's just like this. Pretty good.
The sun with the alligator face.
Yeah.
Alright, time calls.
Hey, don't look at my calls. Don't try to call anyone either. I'm not sort of really out of minutes. I only have 22 seconds left and I still need to call my grandma.
Alright, ghost.
Yeah, the truth is, I don't remember any passwords ever. The password, you got it. I always just pick the most popular thing. Maybe you could guess, like if you guess the best possible password, it's probably the right one.
I just did. Alright, so ghost.
Error code 095908 ghost.
Ghost, yeah. So ghost mode is now activated.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go back to these notes? Nope. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe you can write a new note? Hey, if the ghost is writing notes, could you say that they're ghost written?
Unlock to enable ghost mode. Well, I just did that. Maybe I gotta stay in this screen. Yeah. Alright, so it's activated. And then what? Ghost. Just like, now what? If I leave it, it'll it'll deactivate. Huh. Okay. I don't get it. Yep. Okay. Ghost mode. Don't know. I'm gonna look at those pictures again with the blah blah blah. Ah, ghost mode.
Oh, okay.
Boo! Come on. Huh. That one. Maybe I gotta delete that one or something.
I feel like it really fit in.
Okay, let's try again.
Weird house, eh? It's really spooky out here. Inside. And no Wi-Fi, only at 2 bars.
Okay, so ghost mode is not working.
Wait a moment. Something weird about this phone.
There it is. There's the ghost. Delete this.
Hey, who turned out the lights? What was that? Did you do that with my phone?
I think we're good. Now.
Turn off the flash, Jared. Well, I would if I knew how. I'm noticing the lighting.
Oh.
This is from when I found a cute cafe with the perfect croissant. That was a good breakfast. Try ghost mode on this one. It said good breakfast.
Yeah, there he is. Okay.
You saw that, right? That was definitely strange.
Alright. Saved images.
The end theme from season 4 was my favorite. And this show's one of my favorites. Top 5 for sure.
Alright. Nope.
Alright, not that one. Please don't delete this one. It's my fave.
Alright, I won't. Don't need to.
No! Where did my handsome swimming boys go?
Swimming boys.
No, this is a nightmare. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Oh God. Next time I go on vacation, it'll be something like safe, like go-karting or a nude beach. No more creepy old mansions with dark legacies contaminated by the vengeful souls that reside within, I swear.
Alright.
I feel like death just moved 2 bubbles on my life Abigail to the left half today. That was super terrifying. Can I have my phone back?
Of course.
It looks like you fixed it. It's nice to have a functioning phone again. It's like I'm reconnected to society. Take that, actually looking people in the eye and talking to them directly. Thanks, random stranger. Or should I say, random friend?
Yay!
Aww.
That was definitely the most involved minigame.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
How could the ghosts contaminate the free poster? How dare they? Those swimmer boys and their beautiful abs. Yeah, so the call I'm waiting on is actually the caterer for the event. Now that's a lot of work since this family is practically made of food allergies and intolerances. But I'll manage. Thanks so much for all your help. I'll see you tonight. By the way, can you have wheat?
Sure. Can I have wheat? I can have wheat.
Yep, you don't have
The
a
knife.
allergy.
Leave me alone unless you want a knuckle sandwich. Seriously, do you want it? It was the boss special of the day, but I ain't got the heart to eat it now because of nervous guts. Anyway, what do you want? I don't really have time to talk right now. I'm waiting for somebody. Though maybe
I
they're
only have one.
yeah. Though maybe they're a no-show. People call me the Knife on account of my design containing sharp edges. And how I poked my eye out in a freak jack-o'-lantern carving accident back in 4th grade. And 'cause I'll cut you. Out of extracurriculars, if I catch you in the hall without a pass. I'm a guidance counselor for Miss He's a guidance counselor for Miss Petty Snoot's School for Snobby and Gifted Middle Schoolers. Oh well, he's a well-to-do fellow.
Terrifying. Yeah. He looks he's terrifying because he's got an eye patch and he had like this very angry look on his eye, but no, he's just a guidance counselor.
Yeah. The nickname is just there to scare the preteens, to be honest. Yeah, I know, Pat. Who's asking? Oh, you are. Right. Sorry, I'm a little socially anxious right now. And basically all the time. I've known Pat since high school when the seniors got paired up with a freshman buddy to run the three-legged race. As the gym teacher tied the rope around our poor legs, Pat flipped out and thought he was being kidnapped. Started running like a maniac down the football field with my gym pants still attached to him. So now it's how I got my other nickname, Birthmark Butt. Since then, we've been good pals despite it. Love that weird little guy. Look at you. Look, you keep pestering me. Didn't I tell you I was waiting for someone? Gotta be honest with you, I ain't really waiting for nobody. I'm just here at the bar to practice being casual and meeting other folks. You know, like in a romantical-like manner. But I always seem to say the wrong thing and scare other gators off. But how was I supposed to know that complimenting someone's bulging neck veins was weird? She looked real cool. But anyways, between work and my somewhat bad personality, I don't get out much. It's so hard to just meet people. In, a non-weird way, I wish I could just practice or something. Hey, wait a minute, that ain't a bad idea. If I could just find a buddy to practice dates on, I could be way more ready when the real deal comes along. I know you're only talking to me because Pat set you up on one of these weird wild goose chase things. But I ain't got a lot of friends to tell you the truth. So, maybe if you help me practice, I could help you out too? What do you say? You want to go on a fake date with a rusty edge like me? Make him blushy by getting mushy. Mac that knife. Take a lonely lizard out on a practice date. Click to decide where to go, what to do, and how to end the evening. A practice date. Great! How do you feel about a change of setting? Let's head over to my workplace, and you can help me out there. Hatto full gator.
Oh my god.
Gato full boyfriend.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the hallowed halls of the Gator International School for Gifted Youths. The kids are on break right now, and it's only us lonely administrators. Oh, it's fine. That's going to be his voice for this segment. Me, I'm the lonely one. I need a big favor from you. You see, I have to meet I have a meet cute tomorrow, and I don't know what to do or how or say or feel. My friend Karen, who works at the front office, set me up with a friend of hers. I'm not usually the blind date type, but she says he's really dreamy. Tall, which I like, and big, which I also like. Broad shoulders. She says he's a cool, quiet type, but he has a sense of humor and a big heart. And between you and me, she said he's a real dragon in the dojima. What does that mean? If you get my drift. A real shaker in the bedroom, so to speak. I wonder what she told him about me. Ugh, all this negative thinking is messing with my mojo. You seem like the strong, silent type, and you're cute enough that it intimidates me just a little. Please, you gotta help me practice for my big date. I need a boost of confidence, and I need it now. Yay! I mean, cool. Thanks. You're heading out? Alright, have a good one, Biani. Karen arranged it all with my date. We're going on an adventure first, then out to dinner, then afterwards. Who knows? Natural laughter. So,
What kind of adventure would you like to take me on? Impress me. A fun day at the zoo? A trip to the beach? A nice stroll at the botanical garden? That one. Great, let's go. Well, come on, I can't pretend we're going somewhere if we don't go anywhere. So the whole school is empty. Don't worry. OMG, you picked my favorite place in the whole city? You have good taste. I actually love all the trees around this school. It's a nice piece of greenery in the big city, right? Sorry, I'm breaking character. Here we are at the imaginary botanical garden. Look at these beautiful peonies. Peonies. That's right. Yeah, not peons. Look at these peons enjoying the scenery with us. Look at these beautiful peonies. I hope the roses are in season. Their bloom quality is to die for. Even the rock garden looks amazing. What? You think I look amazing too? That's so sweet of you to say. I'm glad we're doing this. It's been a while since I've been on a real date, like, with an itinerary. Everyone I date these days just wants to watch a TV show on an old couch. Don't get me wrong, I'm not above staying in and getting cozy. But I think a first date should be really special, you know? What's this? You brought me a present? But I didn't bring you anything. Well, that is a change of pace. Old-fashioned, but in a nice way. Gimme. Nice flowers, a cute toy, yummy candy. Well, you do like the garden, so nice flowers for you. Oh, they're lovely, thank you. Karen didn't warn me I was going out with such a charmer. I'm getting a little hungry. Do you mind if we head to dinner? A reservation? Wow, you came prepared. And dressed to impress, I see. That shirt really brings out your eyes. Was that too much? Oh, I'm trying to roleplay, but it feels a little silly. You're doing great. You're doing great, though. So, where did you want to eat? I heard you were quite the foodie. I love how his gator pecs have, like, the gator lines on them.
God.
Somewhere fancy, of course. He's talking about making a first impression, so fancy.
Yeah.
Chez Snoots, the fanciest eatery in Alligator, Brooklyn. I heard you need to call months ahead to get a table there. Oh gosh, I'm super undressed for that place. Do you think the maitre d' is going to judge me? Oh, there's no way I can afford dinner there. Not on a public servant's salary. Do you mind if we go somewhere else? Oh, darn. Fine. I just know some nosy Nancy's gonna get me kicked out for for looking like poverty. I appreciate the gesture, but I feel so guilty and self-conscious. That's fine.
That's alright.
This is more like it. So, do you come here often? You're so right. I barely manage to make it out of the house myself these days. I'm so happy to be here meeting someone new. Psst, now's your chance. Give me a compliment. Your scales are so shiny. Your tail is so long. You have such perfect teeth. Your tail is so long. Oh, this old thing.
Your tail is so long.
I've had it my whole life. Oh, it's so hard to keep up appearances, especially since the trains are always late.
Your tail is hard, huh?
I feel like I can barely shower and brush my teeth before I come out the door each day. And the air quality nowadays, oh, it's so smoggy. My pores are always suffering. Is this boring? I feel like I'm totally bombing. Thanks for being patient with me. I don't date much, but I feel like I can really be myself around you. It's been a while since I've done this. I mean, not a long while. It's just hard for me to meet other alligators. I don't do this very often. Stop laughing. This is precisely why I wanted to practice. What I'm trying to say is I'm having a really good time with you. If you don't have any plans after dinner, want to come to the spring festival with me? You've lived in Alligator, New York City for how long, and you've never been to the East River Spring Festival? Then you have to come with me. There's food, carnival games, and the whole thing ends with a big fireworks show. What do you say we split the check and head over? Flag down the waiter then. Let's get out of here. Why so many anime fans in this Alligator, New York City?
Yep.
Of all the like less than 30 people we've met, there are three anime fans at least.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Sorry I'm being such a kid. Even when we lived in Alligator, Jersey, my family would drive into the city for the big festival. Thanks for indulging me. As a reward,
Alligator Jersey.
yeah, you get to pick the first thing we do. No, I've been coming here ever since I was little. It's your first time. What looks fun to you? Cultural activity, festival food, cultural activity. So that's what you're into, huh? Cool. It looks like there are some arts and crafts over there. Should we make a sand painting together? Or, oh, that dip dyeing looks fun. And then I'll have a souvenir to keep from our first date. Haha, what a night. That guy in the bear costume, and all the pretty lights. You know, for a first-timer, you really seem to be warming up to the festival. I'm relieved you had fun. You'd never know with this kind of thing. You never know with this kind of thing. I really wanted to have a good time. Wanted you to have a good time. To be honest, I wasn't sure I was even going to come out tonight. A lot of people were scared of me. Would you believe? Me! It's not like I'm some kind of scary gangster roaming the streets at night and showing up whatever, repeatedly challenging the same person to endless street brawls, while slowly building my reputation as a mad dog who will fight anyone and anything, relentlessly punishing all who stand in the way of my personal goals. Hey, it looks like the fireworks are starting. Come with me. I know the perfect place to watch. What did I tell you? The view from here is incredible, right? I had fun tonight. I hope you did too. For Karen's sake, I mean. She really she takes matchmaking really seriously, and she's been hounding me for months to finally meet you. So why am I talking to you about Karen right now? Oh, come on, just say the right thing. I guess what I'm really trying to say here is, I'm so glad to meet you. You seem like a great person, and it was cool hanging out. We should really do this again sometime. Oops! Why? Do I gotta choose the right things?
Great. How do you feel about a change of setting? Alright, fine. We'll just click through it this time. Blah, 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 blah. Oh no!
Oops. I chose something probably wrong. Oh, good. I chose it correctly. Oh, the beach. Alright. Hey, the beach is pretty nice this time of year. That's a sweet idea. I know it's not really the beach. We're playing pretend, remember? But it's only our first date. I didn't bring a towel or swim trunks or sunscreen. Plus, we're going to dinner later. I'm going to be all sandy at the restaurant. Oh, you're okay with walking along the boardwalk? Well, that's nice. My mystery date probably looks great in swim trunks, though. This is fine, actually. I'm glad we're doing this. It's been a while since I've been on a real date, like with an itinerary. All right, same thing. Blah, blah, blah. Next part. It is flowers. He liked flowers, right? He seemed fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good flowers. Now we're gonna go cozy. Quiet and intimate sounds nice. We'll really be able to get to know each other there. It's nice that you have a local place, too. I've been living in the city for 5 years, and I finally have my copy place. Haha, yeah, it was a big adjustment. The city's always moving. I was living across the river in Alligator, New Jersey back then. Please don't ask me about those dark times. There definitely weren't any cute snoots in Alligator, Hoboken. Not like you.
Hoboken?
Let's head over to the restaurant. Okay. Okay, this place is nice. I like the decor. I like that the decor isn't too pretentious. So, do you come here often? Oh, you're right. I barely make it out of the house myself these days. All right, same thing. Your tail is long. You seem to like that. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Some festival food? Oh, boo. I didn't like that. I'm still full from dinner, but you go ahead. Trust me, if we didn't have that yummy dinner, I would be all over that funnel cake right now. Maybe if we were still here in an hour, maybe if we're still here in an hour, I'll split a funnel cake with you. Haha, stop it, you. Karen's the one who can't turn down a second dessert. Oh, what a night. Blah, 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 blah. Click through the dialogue. We might have failed again. I'm not sure how many points we need to score. Boo.
This is tough.
No. I guess you gotta get them all right. Or get most of them right. Alright, I know he really liked the garden. So I gotta be careful not to click past it this time.
Oh, my favorite place.
The garden. Yay, you'll love it.
Yeah, I think last time we screwed up the restaurant, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Blah, 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 flowers, yeah, you like them, yeah. Alright, Cozy's good. You think we screwed up with Cozy last time, or?
We picked Fancy the last time, so we screwed up with that. So I think something Cozy's.
Yeah, seemed to like that. All right, tail is long. Seemed to work. At least you don't hate it.
Yeah.
I feel like Cozy and tail long might be the neutral options because he's not getting the little heart symbol above his head. Okay, let's go with carnival game this time. There we go.
Oh, we got the hearts. Nice.
Oh, I love carnival games. Karen told me you were pretty competitive. Not like in a bad way. I tell you what, if you win me that big platypus doll, I'll definitely be impressed. A reward? Win the game first, buddy, and then we'll talk. What a night. That guy in the bear costume and all the same things I said the first two times. What I tell you, the view from here is blah, blah, blah.
Yada, yada, yada. Date. They had a great night.
I'm so glad I met you. You seem like a great person, and it was cool hanging out. We should do this again sometime. Boo! Okay.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so I guess we need to get a heart for each one of the options. Well, we're getting close. We know what 3 of them are. Come here. Yeah. Oh, don't fail me now, Steely. Well, you want to try again to sweep me off my feet? Fine, just do it. I'm not blushing. This has to be so perfect. Scootaloo-doo-doo.
Man, some of these games are tough, like the puzzles.
Yeah.
Like the slide puzzle.
That slide puzzle was the worst.
Dating sim puzzle.
Yep. At least this one's cute the whole time. The
Yeah.
sliding puzzle was just annoying.
The sliding puzzle is the sliding puzzle.
You'll love it. You'll love it.
All right, blah blah blah. I hope you like these things because we're not doing this again.
Yeah. Some flowers. Now, cool should be good. Yes. Hey, this place is really swanky. I'm impressed. I spend all day giving advice to middle schoolers. I love my students, but they can be real cruel customers. The other day, one of them told me outright that I wasn't gonna get married because my jacket was ugly. It's like, hey kid, you do the best you can when you have to buy clothes on an educator's salary.
Aww.
Yeah, oh look at me. I finally get out of school and can't stop talking about the munchkins. Yes, we can totally change the topic to me. We can totally change the topic to me. Alright, perfect teeth? Let's go with perfect teeth. Thanks? Dang it. You have a nice smile too. Crap! This is me role-playing in awkward silence. Come on, my date's gotta be more charming than that. Okay, shiny scales it is then. I'm gonna pretend you said I was cute and move on.
lustrous.
All right.
Lustrous scales.
Click past all this because we know we're not gonna get it.
I guess we screwed up. So.
Dang it. Carnival game. I love it. Blah 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 blah. Oh, you're fine, B, honey. I didn't even see you suggested it. We got it wrong on our own.
Yeah.
All right, we got it this time. Know all the answers.
Okay.
It only
This
took
time
us.
we know what to do.
Only took us 5 tries.
Man.
You know what? I guess in the spirit of a dating sim, make you play it over and over again.
We gotta have our 5 playthroughs.
Oh, flowers. You like them's? Cool. Let's talk about your shiny scales.
The luster of your beautiful alligator scales.
I'm so happy you noticed. It's been so long since I've been on a date that Karen took me out to get them polished. I'm not into being pampered usually, but now I'm glad I did it. And I could definitely get used to all this attention, especially from you.
Yeah.
You know, your scales have a beautiful shine too. You must spend hours maintaining them. Yeah, you look like you spend time at the gym. Stop me if I'm being too forward, but I feel like I can really be myself around you. It's been a while since I've done this. I mean, not a long while. Same dialogue. Carnival game. There you go. A reward. What a night. Hey, looks like the fireworks are starting. Okay. I had fun tonight. I hope you did too. For Karen's sake, I mean. She takes matchmaking really seriously, and she's been hounding me for months to finally meet you.
I like how the gator paw turned into like a human hand.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got 5 fingers now. Why am I talking about Karen right now? Come on, just say the right thing. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, tonight was so special, and I really want to keep this going. Sotinabri, something. I got an achievement. It was something Japanese.
Nice.
Something kawaii, I'm sure. If you don't mind me being a little old-fashioned, will you go out with me? Yes!
Aww.
We win.
We did it.
Wow, that was actually kind of freaking magical, if I'm being totes real with you. Wow, I really feel like I learned a lot, actually. Alright, good for you.
Alright, we got him.
I feel kind of funny now, kind of flappy in the guts. Must be that knuckle sandwich coming back to haunt me. Yeah, that's the ticket. That said, I don't really know a lot about the event, but I know that I'll be there at least. On account of being invited by Pat's mom. Maybe we can hang out at the event, I mean. Not like outside of it, like it's a thing. A natural laughter.
Natural laughter.
Yay, now he has a hots for us. Pat. Hey, it's me again. Pat. It's almost 4, and I could really use your help. Do you know anything about shoes? And the wearing of them therein? Couple things. Perfect. Could you come meet me at my hotel room? Just make sure you aren't followed by any shifty characters or college-age canvassers in cargo shorts. I already gave all my dollar bills to that guy pretending to be the statue outside of 4th Street. I'm busy, Pat. Busy, Pat. If use your words. Like
Use your
maybe 2 hours later. Use your words, Pat.
Like maybe 2 hours later.
Like real safe, extra safe. Did you bring any hand sanitizers, band-aids, a tourniquet? Hello? Bye, Pat. Bartender, we haven't talked to you. Want to be Terry?
All right. I can't see the text because of your body.
Oh, okay, my bad. Let me bring my head on to the other side of this real quick.
There we go.
Let me.
Perfect.
There we go.
I have not seen you around here before. I didn't think I'd remember a face like that, so distinct and clearly visible.
Oh, thank you, Muttley. Thank you for the sub. And also, how are you
Thank
doing
for the
today?
subscription.
That's my friend David from college.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's a tall drink of water like you do in a place like this? Everyone else here is more of a middling half glass of yogurt, top run off. You know what I mean? Let me know if I can get you anything like a drink or semi-awkward shoulder massage. What can I get you? I guess the bartender doesn't have a game for us.
Oh, that is awesome. Oh, now I'm seeing it. That was 11. That was a 11-month subscription. That is awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Sub. Oh, it means you've been sub for 11 months straight. That's freaking awesome. Thank you. The first to have been. To have done that. I believe it. What can I get you? Okay, I think we've talked to all of them.
Alright.
I don't see any other secrets in here. Cool. Let's see family members. 3 more apparently.
I got three more to get to.
Yeah. Where are they gonna be? Where he is. Yeah, sorry, I misunderstood it first, Dave. Your first subscriber period. There we go. Yeah, I think you were. Yeah, you were. You were the first subscriber. My brain. Forgive my brain. Girls.
Yeah, we already been down there. That was the that was the feminist meeting.
Yep, I love it. It's the feminist alligators meeting. All right, so that's it for this area. Now, where to? Hello. Oh, he. Alligator Memorial Park. We have been here, but I guess maybe we can talk to some people on the trolley. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, it's her again.
Nobody can hold on me.
No new people
Yeah,
yet.
I can't talk to that guy.
Oh.
Hello? Is someone knocking? You can come inside. Good old Clancy. Oh, hello there. I don't usually get visitors in the control room like this. It's actually quite nice to have some company besides the various rodents ardently trying to eat my feet and ankles. The trolley company told us conductors to start taking rat poison foot baths before coming into work in the morning. Wouldn't you know it, all that did was anger the rats and give me trench flipper.
Trench flipper.
You know, the trolley health plan doesn't cover trench flipper. Or gout, which is why I had to stop bringing my usual fried ham bones in for lunch.
Oh my god, no.
He got a bad case of the gout.
I miss that humorously oversized lunchbox, but not my humorously oversized joints. Call me Clancy. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Unless you're in here to rob me, which in which case I'd ask you to kindly not take the dollar I have in my breast pocket. That's for my afternoon old man licorice snack.
Old man licorice snack.
If I don't have that, I'll turn back into a pumpkin. Yeah, well, I'm just pulling your leg. But I don't want to chance it. No Chancy Clancy, they call me. Pat, my grandson? Oh, a funny fella that. Always wearing his little hat and bandana. Makes him really recognizable, though. You know, like for marketing and such. Funny fellow, that Pat. Now hold on. Even an old man with my memory remembers he's not supposed to be spilling the beans. My wife Rue told me quite clearly that I'd be in the doghouse if I did, and it's really uncomfortable out there and full of dogs.
Oh my god.
Say, I could use a youngin' like you's help with a little problem I'm having. Maybe you could do me an alligator favor. I was just going through my trolley instruction manual. Found a few flyers were torn up from the last time Rue put me in the doghouse. You know how dogs like to rip up things like manuals, homework, and stable marriages. I'd like to restore them, but the pieces could be all over town now, by gum. Since you're already snooping around for Patrick, could you keep an eye out for trolley manual pieces as well?
Huh. Assemble the pieces before the train ceases. A streetcar maimed his flyer.
Streetcar made this fly.
Click and drag the puzzle pieces to form a full picture. Don't have all the pieces? They're scattered throughout the Alligator, New York City. Oh, so he's the puzzle piece man.
Oh, okay.
Well, we don't have them all, so I'll have to do that later. Thanks again for helping an old conductor out. Look forward to seeing you again. Goodbye, Clancy. All right. I'm pretty sure we've talked to everyone here. Touch your hat.
All right.
Yeah, we've talked to Dems. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta get that puzzle piece.
Yeah. Puzzle. Puzzles. No more in the fountain. Alright. Boo, 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 boo. The fun district. Ooh! That's where Beppy goes. Alright, have a good one, Bee Honey. Let's do the family tree thing. Oh my, you're back already. Why, hello again, dear. Did you manage to take any family photos? She just carries it with her.
Yeah, all right. Well, we got a lot of the family members, so
Yeah.
we just need the last three.
Yeah. Okay, good. They stay there. Cool. The ghost. I think she is somewhere on this side of the family, right? No? Okay. Old man. Don't know where you go. Gramp. Well, Rue should be at the very bottom, I think, right? There's Rue.
Yeah.
There's Grandma. There's
Granny
Rue.
Roo. There she is.
Oh, she's not the...
Well, maybe not at the very bottom, but like close to the. There we go.
Yeah.
Anna Roo.
Purveyor.
He's 77 years old.
Yeah. Purveyor fine antiques. And I guess we won't get Clancy's until we do his game.
Yeah.
Well, she got a sister. Right? Yeah. Okay. No, I guess they're not related. My bad. Is she not related? I don't know where she goes. Just guessing with her. There you are. Oh, I thought I tried that one. Doddering, smelling like that. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. This is definitely a married couple with. There he goes. Deading. He's just deading. There she is. Boop. Are you wearing a wire? The baby should be
pretty far up, actually.
There you go.
There we go.
14 months, eating soft foods and non-soft foods.
And ghosts, apparently.
And ghosts, yep. There she is. She'll be up here too somewhere. Ah, no, I guess not. There she is. 4 fingers, literal child. She is 4 fingers years old.
4 fingers years old.
Now, one of these guys is not related to anybody. I guess it's not Lewis. Where do you go, Lewis? Oh, cool. Base. Oh, good. I guessed right.
Base. Nice.
Just completely guessing for some of these. At least it's infinite guesses. There you are.
Here we are.
Yeah,
Maurice. Tenor.
Dude, there's Dad.
Yeah.
Diddy.
There he is. 2-ton Tony.
Retired dad, loving life. Grandma. Bug acquisitions.
Grandpa Papuli.
Grandpa Pooley. There he is. Reading the newspaper, being somewhat aloof. Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave was saying he got a new guitar amp. Dave is a fantastic metal guitarist.
Awesome.
Yeah. Alright. No, you're not related. Where's her? There she is. Child. Oh yeah, we did get to see that. Yep. Okay, so I guess that's why there was a picture of her. They're all just siblings. Cool.
Yeah,
Influencer. And where's the other one? I guess there's. Yeah. Huh. Aiden, 29, Stinky Alley Man, and part-time dumpster diver.
Stinky Alley Man.
Stinky. Oh, cool. Good guess. Sun-blocking monolith.
Sun-blocking monolith.
There we go. Bobby Blue Eyes. Bobby Blue Eyes. Very busy. Very cool business guy. Team captain of Trivia Night at the Brodega. Child. Skids Valentino, huffing out Mrs. Johansson on Thursdays.
Nice.
Cousin, there you go. Lil Giovanni, puberty. Just puberty.
Puberty.
Just going through it.
It's Harry.
It's Harry. Ah, Denise, soprano. Cool, so Denise is their mom?
Yeah.
Neat. And who is their daughters? Oh, were they married? Oh, cute. So Patrice and Denise are married. Baritone. Oh yeah, these two awful siblings. Yep. Princess.
Oh
Valentine.
yeah, the prince and the princess. Oh no.
Gadfly socialite. Was in that one commercial.
Wasn't that one commercial?
Alright, not related to anybody. Guidance counselor. Oop. Boop. Conspiracy theory YouTuber. Oh my god. Thanks again, dear. Come back anytime.
Alright.
Pat, I got things to do. Yes, Pat. I'm busy, Pat.
Sad.
Patrick. Oh, I guess this is making me do the end of the game because it's that time. I want to reset the clock or something. Don't make me do the ending again. Do I wonder if I like quit or go to the main menu then come back. Like it saves with everything. If it will reset the time. Probably not though.
Yeah, probably not.
Weird. Dumb.
Yeah, they expect you to play through this like a few times just to get everything.
Yeah. Hi, Bob. Yes. Might have to look up where the other family members are. Because I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yes, Pat. Oh, no. Don't want to do it again. But I gotta. Alright, let's guide him through the halls. Navigator. You have no idea what's going on in the game. Yeah, okay. It's a point and click adventure game. The main plot is this little guy, Pat, thinks his family's trying to take him out to kill him. But
in reality,
they're setting up a surprise birthday party, and it's very obvious that that's what they're doing. He's just paranoid. So you're just playing fun mini games and meeting kooky characters. Oh. Hello. I think we might have walked in on something sensitive, but we just earlier did this ending part, so I'm kind of going through it quickly. That is why. The writing's very funny in the game too.
Yeah.
Characters and their animations are very endearing. Oh, it's the ghost man. That was either an intense Halloween decoration or proof that life persists beyond this mortal coil. Either way, I'm not really happy about it. Alright. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The kazoo music. Alright, that's dead end. And there's that alligator. There goes that guy. Manny.
All right, now it is now party time. Aww.
They do the expressions on Pat so well. Oh my god. He's so happy.
I'm so happy.
Oh.
Oh, you give him a
Happy
little
birthday,
party hat.
boy.
Little
Cool.
Birthday boy.
So it fills out with more people. That is very nice.
Yeah. You
Very
get all the
good.
people that all the gators that you meet.
I guess we could talk to him. While we're here.
Horace and I have come to an understanding of sorts, wherein he remains dead and courteous, and I don't call in a priest, or buy any more poisons wholesale.
I think they were there last time, yeah.
Hey, thanks for earlier. I ended up canceling that date, but not because I was nervous anymore. I was actually kind of wondering if, you were free? You know, maybe we could go to a real restaurant, or like hurl some hot dog buns at Fat Seagulls down at the Alligator Coney Island. No press.
Alligator Coney Island.
The game takes place in Alligator, New York City, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see who's new. You're new.
Hey, on my way over, I passed an abandoned Miss Boom's home for spooky 1800s children with coughs. And wouldn't you know it, my phone stopped working again.
Oh no.
All it does now is sing ring around the rosy in a slow, haunted manner and try to order a stick and open my credit card.
Quit taking pictures of haunted things.
Yeah. We're downloading haunted memes. Ooh, mercy, it's been a dog's age since I've been to a swinging shindig. You know of any? I'm just kidding. Mostly.
Cake! Cake! I'll eat anything with the word cake in it. Pancake, birthday cake, cheesecake, yellow cake,
Uranium. Kaboom! Cake! A urinal cake.
Urinal cake.
Urinal. Baby. Alright, I think everyone else we already got. You back there. You're just hiding. Hey, Dad.
Dad.
Oh!
Party. Sure, whatever.
And Mona.
Hey, it's you. Comrade Pinstripes. Good news, pre-orders on my blog for the zine are already through the roof. Since 5 copies are already spoken for, I'm sure to sell out all of 7 by the end of the convention. With the word getting out like this, we'll def get Mayor Wibblyfin's resignation within the week. Or at least he might take my petition about planting more trees in the Alligator Memorial Park more seriously. Better. Or those edited videos of him set to humorous fart sounds and kazoo music aren't going to stop being posted to Snootberg. Hold your local government accountable, or they'll get a memeing.
Yeah, that's
Direct
gonna...
action.
Alright, I think that's all the other ones. I'm so happy! I wasn't getting rubbed out. I was getting birthday clout. It's so nice to have my beloved family here with me. We're going to take a big family photo and everything. That means you too, if that's okay. Everything you did for me today, it really means so much to me. You're a really special friend. I can't thank you enough. Oh, come on. Everyone is ready for the photo. Except for you. Follow me. Actually, make me redesign him. I'm just gonna...
It's just something random.
Yeah, yes, sure. I want different hair. Yes, you're a pretty lady gator. And you're also chunky. There we go.
Chunky gator.
Lovely. We're still missing 3 family members, huh?
Yeah,
I guess 2 of them are, one's mom and then one's... No, I guess mom gave us hers even before we were done.
Yeah, we gotta get the conductor too, because
we need the conductor. He's one. But I think we already did the one for mom. Oh! Alright, we got a slightly better ending. Oh no! Were we the murderer the whole time? No!
Finish the job.
No, not Pat. Ah! No! Oh no.
Oh no.
No, not for real. Can't be. Okay, we just gotta get the good ending now.
Donna.
So dear Pat was right. His life was in danger, though here on this night, not from family, but stranger. Is this how it ends, with birthday boy gone splat? You may still make amends, and you may still yet save Pat. What? I wasn't expecting that. So, you get like a little more than half of the family, and you just get the happy birthday, but if you get not quite all of them, you get the bad ending.
Yeah, you murder Pat. Blood.
Huh. Alright, Google, you're gonna have to tell me where I can find the other family members.
'Cause we're not ending on that note.
No! No. Doot. You unlocked Bub's nap time. More mysteries await you in Alligator, New York City. Bub? Where's Bub? Looking all around for the puzzle pieces. Don't see any more. There are... Who are the last 3 family members, and where do I find them? Good, it's not just me. That doesn't help. Rodega. Open up truck. No? Oh, hello.
You can scroll on.
Cool. I guess I can scroll in more areas too. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh boy, that sign flower looks as tasty as ever. I come here most days to stare at her. But I usually leave when someone calls the alligator police or I slip and fall down in a rather overwrought fashion.
Alright, so he's not a family member.
No, he's just a stranger.
Just a guy. Hello. Maybe in the arcade?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, someone back here. My mom's always on my case, like, Artie, go outside and talk to other alligators. Or, Artie, stop hiding behind various types of curtains in and outside our home. Alright, not a family member. What about you?
Train. It's like Tron.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Train movie remake was passable, but if you ask me, nothing beats the part in the original where Train leaps into the air and the harness holding the actor brakes.
And the harness holding the actor. Oh my god.
Stay after the credits, you see the footage where he falls into the camera guy and a makeup artist holding 2 copies. Is that a real thing with Tron? I have no idea.
I have. Oh no. And I gotta look that up.
Yeah. Ball. I think we already talked to you. Blah, 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 blah.
I can't see anything about an accident on the Tron set.
It's just something they made up.
Yeah.
Made up for funsies. Alright, so no scrolling in this area. I guess I didn't really scroll around in downtown. No scrolling possible here. Poop.
Darn.
Oh no, it's it. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Anybody else in here? I mean, there was something about Bub, right? Bub's nap time. Don't know what that's about. We could go back to the hotel and see. She about Bub. All right. Guess we'll do that. Bubmeister. Welcome to the fun zone. Hello. It's sitting on the floor. Hey.
Hey.
Alright. Johnny's. Hey, bub.
Hello, esteemed guest. How can I help you?
Take a nap until... No, don't do that. I don't want to take a nap until the event. Just want to talk to you.
Otherwise you'll shove Pat off again.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back. Can I interest you in a complimentary decade-old mint from a strange dusty dish?
Coffee.
Oh god.
Alright. I guess we are gonna have to look at a list. Puzzle pieces and family badges. Tin Lizzie, Two-Ton Tony. These all seem like familiar names so far. Da-da-da. Very adult bar. Yep. Yep. Downtown. Denise, Maurice, Patrice, Luis. Papuli. Black Widow. Horace. Huh. So, are we supposed to be able to talk with Horace? I mean, his ghost was in the end, so I guess
we got his ghost.
Yeah. So we already did that. Trolley, Babyface, Constance, good old Clancy. So those are the only ones on the trolley. 9th Street, Big Mama. Okay, where's 9th Street? 9th Street trolley. So it just says Fun Districts. Yeah. Underground tunnel is what I need. Where is that? Where do I go that? Can I just get on the trolley and do that? No. I want to go to the tunnel. Secret tunnel. Okay. Google, help me out. How do I get to underground tunnel? Alright. How to get underground. Talk to the driver on the trolley. After you complete a second puzzle, you'll unlock what you see. So is the... Interesting. I could try to complete a puzzle. Like, I don't have all the pieces, but I'm missing a lot of pieces.
We're missing like 15 pieces.
Yeah. I wonder if it'll let me... Maybe I don't need all of them?
Might as well try.
Yeah.
If we don't have all the pieces, we can at the very least like put together. Let me know.
Yeah.
Still some missing pieces.
I'll try.
Yeah, it could be. It says, like, complete his second puzzle, so to get access to the underground. So maybe there are enough puzzles for like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Or enough pieces.
Oh, if they start moving, you know they're in the right place.
Perfect.
As usual, the corner pieces, the best pieces to go, the best
course.
pieces to put.
Oh, yes.
Whoop.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. Hey now, that looks real nice. There's still some work to be done, though. Click that arrow if you want to move on to the next flyer. You can always click back to see the previous one if the spirit moves you. Maybe you can do something with this as well. It doesn't go with any of my flyers.
Oh, there it is.
That's how we get to 9th Street.
Come back anytime you want. Thank you, Clancy.
Cool. All right. That should get us the other family members. Family.
Yeah.
Oosh.
You gotta go in the trolley for that one.
And possibly the other puzzle pieces as well.
Yeah, hopefully we get most of them. Oh,
There's Constance.
just playing with a card.
Now look at my cards.
Look at my card.
There's a thing. To my new friend. Sometimes it's really hard for me to get my thoughts out through my snoot rather than on paper, so I'm sure you've already noticed. I really appreciate you taking the time to read this, or as I'm sure you've already noticed. And the text I sent to you. I know it must have seemed out of the blue to get them. Truthfully, I was just so lonely when I saw your number. I was just so lonely when I saw your number on a scrap of newspaper behind the cans here that I dialed. But all that, the information had been torn away. I don't know who you are, but I guess that's fair since you don't know who I am either. The thing is, I've not tried to talk to anyone else for such a long time, not since Sarah passed away, really. She was all I had in the world, and all I needed too. It's funny how sometimes you have everything, and then in an instant things change, and everything's different. Everything sure is different now without Sarah.
Oh, I gotta eat lunch now.
Okay, enjoy your lunch.
Yeah, I will.
I spent a lot of time not moving forward, actually. But talking to you today, telling you things about the city, really made me feel like I could try to. Like, if I went out in the sun, it would still be there, even if Sarah won't be. The kites would still fly with colorful tails. Alligator Chinatown would still smell like baking chestnuts. And even the river would still be flowing ever forward. Just like time, and just like me. Thank you for not pushing a stranger like me away when I reached out. It meant more to me than you might ever know. Wishing you the best, your friendly city guide, Danny. Oh, we got his name. You found a puzzle piece. Alright. Here's one. Ooh, hello.
Come closer. Closer. Yes, let me see your face. You made it so far to come here. Then again, I've learned that everywhere you go, that's the furthest you've ever gone. I'm as old as time itself. You're not ready yet to know the depths of my being. My great-grandson, fruit of my loins, fruit on the vine. A mere drop in the great pond of self that lives within each of us. Fear not the ripple that grows within. If it's fate that discourages you, let the cards be your guide. Wisdom comes from knowledge. To learn more, you must come closer. Sit and light the candle.
Is it a tarot reading? Heed her calls and smell mothballs. Oldest maid, another game of old maid. God dang it. Face your future. So 3 of these are just old maid. All right.
I see how the flame breaks the darkness. The light provides one new perspective of time and space in which we are all granted this fleeting moment together. I will deal the cards.
Thanks, Big Mama. Oh my god, she's so slow.
The future is in your hands, young reptile. Choose. The center card is the most stable. I see you're not the sort to plant your feet. Your caution serves you well. You don't have to change. You've already outlasted the worst. Let stability be your strength. Good second choice. When you're my age, you'll find comfort in randomness. It's fine to let fate guide your hand.
Brumation.
This is a time of reinforcement and rebuilding, but worry not, winter cannot last forever. They say the last card is often the cruelest. Let's see.
Waterlogged.
Your opinions are infinite. You are strong and swift. Give yourself time to flourish right where you are. What does it all mean? Nothing, perhaps. After all, you've been able to make your own destiny until now. You seem like a good egg. I hope your future is full of joy. Let an old lady give you a little something just for taking the time to stop by for a chat.
All right, so not actually old maid this time. It was actually like a tarot reading. Sweet. That was a freebie.
May these words be a talisman you carry across your heart.
Thanks, Big Mama.
Anything else in here? Okay.
The past is a lie. The present is a promise. Change is the only constant.
Gary the Nose.
Hey, buddy, you want to see something interesting? You look like an alligator of good taste. I can tell by just by the very visible expression you're giving off. A gator of high caliber, of luxury few can afford. I may have just what you're looking for, my friend. You see this coat here? Nice, right? Got it at the Creep's Warehouse semi-annual sale. I have some interesting wares inside it, as well as my bus pass, which is less interesting, but has a fun puppy sticker of a hot dog on it. But yes, my wares.
All right, have a good one, Ice.
Things you've never seen, things you may never see again. Things you'll wish you could see again, but can't because I'm busy doing laundry or watching TV shows about superheroes. You may be wondering, is he wearing clothes under there? And the answer to that is sort of. Sort of. But that's besides the point. Let's just call me Gary for now, yeah? Good old Gary, trustworthy Gary. Gary ain't never hurt a fly. I mean, like, for sports. I always eat any fly I hurt. I always eat any fly I hurt. You know, circle of life for bug-eating alligators and all that.
What about Pat?
Pat? Pat the alligator? Yeah, I know him. We ain't family or nothing, but we took poetry class together at the YACA. Nice guy. Kinda twitchy, though. We keep in touch on ICQ.
ICQ was real.
Of course Gary knows about the event. Gary knows about everything going down in Alligator, New York City. Events, meet and greets, get-togethers, Jack and Jill baby showers. Gary knows all about that stuff. But Gary ain't no squealer. If you want info, you're gonna have to do a little something for me. So, would you, look at my paintings? I'm trying to get into art college. It's always been my dream to draw pictures for a living and reside under the poverty line crying a lot. I've been practicing on my own, copying the old Gator masters. But I just can't seem to get it quite right. If I show you the real painting and my forgery, could you point out what I got wrong? It'd really help me get some honest critique I could sob softly about later on in my loft bed. So, will you look through my portfolio?
A novice is seeking constructive critiquing. Artist Alley. Spot the difference between the original painting and Gary's forgery. Click on each difference you find.
First, I'm going to show you a beautiful painting. When you see enough, click me to see the other paintings. The other painting that's also very good. Switch back and forth as many times as you like. When you spot the difference, click on it. But if you get 3 wrong, my feelings are gonna be really hurt. Ready? Let's go.
So that's the original. Oops, that's not what I meant. So click on you. Wow. Boop. Mm-hmm. Oh my word. Oh, there's a guy in the water. Bum ba da da bum bum bum. Ma na na wow wow wow. Ma na 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 wow wow wow. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Yeah 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 yeah. Do 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 do. Bow bow. Oh. Yep. She's looking that way in this one. Where's Alligator Waldo? Do 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 do. Do 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 do, yeah. Meow meow meow. Do 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 do. Bum bum. Okay. Da 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 da. Na 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 na. Dun da 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 da. Da 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 na 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 na. Do da do do. Boo ba doo boo ba boo. Oh. Okay, that is the same. Yeah, this last one's tough. Don't know. There's a whole la 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 up teeth. Oh, that's not all. Still one more, huh? Da na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey there. We are doing a find the differences. Yeah, spot the difference thing. There's one more I gotta find. I haven't found it yet. Just a moment. I'm gonna turn you up a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know yet. What could it?
There's a flower that's missing from the. There's a flower in the forgery.
Oh, it totally is. Oh my God, how did I miss that super obvious one? Nice.
Amazing. You have the eye of a true artist. But that was my earlier work. Can you spot the differences during Gary's triptych period?
Oh no.
Oh, fun.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. You're a bit quiet. All of a sudden.
I moved over to my computer. So
I'll turn you up then.
Since my phone is
That's better.
ungodly loud because
Yeah.
because of my terrible my earbuds microphone.
Yeah. I just kind of keep flipping them back and forth and let me know if you spot something.
One of the on the battlements in the left here, and the left one. One of the towers is
All right.
It's longer. It's too long.
Ah, yep. Good call.
Let's see. What else? What else we got?
You got a coffee cup here on the other one.
If there's differences in the one on the right, I can't see it because of your.
Oh yeah, because I'm right there.
Yeah. So. That one's your duty.
Yep. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. La 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 na 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 na. Oh, candle.
Looks like the plant is bending a bit more in the forgery than it is. Go back. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's longer.
Yeah.
All right, two more. Two more somewhere. Yeah. I'm not seeing anything on the right one anymore. Anything else?
I have a feeling there's more.
Yeah.
But like, it's tough because the little animation like kind of refreshes like your visual memory.
Right.
So, like,
It does. So you end up having to like look for specific things. Oh, there's a person in the window.
yeah.
Okay. Ba-ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Oh, I think. Yep, this one has extra little gators.
Extra gators.
Incredible. You ready to see my newest piece?
Okay. Fun.
Alright. It's got eyes.
Oh. It's a little heart on the other one.
The skeleton's feet are
All right, let's take a look. Right.
Hang on. Never mind. I thought I was seeing this.
Pants are slightly different on this guy. That's hard to make out. This guy's looking up here, but he's looking at this guy on the other one. All right, one more. Wow. So far, there hasn't really been one over on the hero side, so there's got to be one over here, you'd think. Could just be a red herring, though.
Probably something hiding in plain sight.
Yeah. Hard. Where is this one? Dum 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 bum 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 bum.
On the right side, you can see.
Yeah, maybe. Could always take some wild guesses. I have 2 spares. You. Incorrect.
No.
Oh, this one's tough. Do 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 do.
So close together.
Yeah.
Oh, the Miko's sleeve. It's slightly long. It's slightly like to the right in the forgery.
Okay, let's take. I want to see that too.
Yeah. If you look carefully at the pattern on her.
Like this.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, that
this
part.
sleeve.
Yeah, that's sleeve.
Oh, look at that! Like it's it's this one has like 1 crease and this one has 2. Nice, or
Yeah.
3. Good call. Nice. Jeez.
Wow, thank you for all the feedback. Can't wait to incorporate it in my next painting series. You know, I was thinking of switching over to drawing cartoons, but you really convinced me to stay the course on painting and not throw my life away. Gary feels a new lease on living. Event? Oh, right, the event. Truthfully, it's my first professional gig, drawing the invitation and all. Pat's ma even paid me $10 whole for it, which is $5 higher than my listed online commission prices. Gary's poor Gary.
I get it.
Gary's really moving up in the world. Anyway, friend, looks like I'll be seeing you tonight. Till then, watch yourself.
Gotta charge more, Gary. For that quality of art. Hey, it's me, Pat. Yeah, whatever, Pat. I'm not coming right now. I'm down in the sewer. I'm busy, Pat. We've met Big Mama. Oh my god.
Like maybe 2 hours later.
I'll show you.
What if the reason you murder Pat in the end is because you don't do his things?
Watch it be like we push him off and he lands like in a bouncy castle or something, like it was all planned. Who knows?
Yeah.
It'll be something sweet. Who knows? But here was Big Mama's in a coffin.
It doesn't feel. Oh no!
The past is a lie. The present's a promise. Change is the only constant.
She does a tarot reading for you. That's her game.
Amazing.
I haven't done this guy yet.
9th Street Stadium has been open to the public in a few years now. Not since the flood and unearthed the ruins of an ancient pizza rat society. They were already in the Iron Age and everything.
Pizza rat.
I'm the only guy on the job fixing up this place, or else it would probably have reopened sooner. That's Mayor Wibblyfin for you. Probably putting all your tax money into more hip-themed ice cream shops instead of Reuben over here. You know how it is, gentrification and all that.
Hello, Tina.
I'm the only one working here. I can't say it gets lonely, much with the hum of the soda machine, the sound of the Rat Forge, Carpe Pizza, and all
The
that.
Rat Forge. Carpe Pizza.
Reuben could use a candy bar.
Alright. I bet we could... I hope we have enough puzzle pieces for Clancy's second puzzle at least, and hopefully that'll give us his family portrait thing.
Or at least get us into the underground.
Yeah. Because
This isn't underground, never mind.
yeah, this would be the place that his name was Danny, by the way, the person who had been texting us, like tour guide person. Signed off as Danny. Alright, back to fun.
Clancy. Still some pieces missing, it seems. Why, hello there, stranger. Thanks for coming back and granting me a visit. Did you find any more pieces of my flyers?
I think so. I will play. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo. Alright.
Okie dokie.
Those corners.
The corner pieces, of course.
Ba-ba-ba-ba, where is that corner? Bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Bum-ba-bum-bum.
Oh, there's the bottom left-hand corner right there. Right on the
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Good. Good.
And the bottom right-hand corner is like over to the left over there.
There it is.
Feel love. Charlie needs bugs too. Biofuels.
Yeah, fueling up the trolley. I knew I was forgetting something. Bugs and barters. You may have just saved this old trolley conductor's career.
Good. You got family? I think that's all the family.
As for the event, I'll be transporting most of the family there myself on the trolley to help set things up. These things take a little time, you know. I'm sure you'll see when you get there. Thanks again for all the help. Say, isn't this your stop? Come back anytime you want.
Now, I don't know if the puzzle pieces, all of them are necessary. I feel like some might be optional just to get just to have enough to get all his family badge. That's my guess anyway, because I think we got all the family now.
Alright. Lovely Maria's.
Yay, Mom! Okay. Sheba would be right there. Oops.
Big
Mama.
BC. Yeah, good old classic.
Alright, Where's the last one? Oh, I guess we are still missing one. Who's? I thought we just got Dude Face. Oh, there he is.
Popular at comic book conventions, Gary the Nose.
That's everything, right? That's all of them. Yes. Right, Maria. Wow, you got everyone. How wonderful. When you're here, your family achievement. It's so rare I get to see all these faces in one place without some kind of casket involved. You did an amazing job. I'm so proud that you're friends with my Patrick. Thank you again. See you tonight. Sweet. Now let's check. It's fine. Let's try anyway to see if we get a better ending.
Yeah. So that we don't, see if we don't murder him.
Right.
Hello, esteemed guests. Want to take a nap? Would you like to reserve a room until the event tonight? Of course. We have several units available that could suit even the most discerning alligator's many sleepy time tastes. And many sleepy time teas as well, should you require a little extra help on your journey to Snoo City.
Yes, jeez.
Alligator Snoo City, that is.
Ah. Oh.
Oh, that's a nice animation.
Yeah.
Any puzzle pieces from that?
No, there was not even one.
Yeah, welcome back.
All right, rush through the ending again. Try this. No, hello. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, turn down the lights. No, look at me. I'm queen.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Oh, jeez. I feel like we know the route pretty well at this point. Oops, I say and then run into a new thing. A reminder of the inevitable passage of time that will one day consume us all into the infinite. Also, I can't read analog clocks.
I have my Apple Watch set to an analog clock just because I like to make it sounds. I'm pretty good.
Yeah. Go right up to the top. Oh. Oh. That's different. I thought that was the exit. Is it clogged up now? Or is that a different spot? Huh. Whoa.
It's the anxiety drawer.
No, it's following me. I should never brought that dresser from Nanaru. What's
that explains why it's horrifying.
The deal was just as scary as its obvious possession. I'm gonna try to click on the trash pile just to make sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the original way out. Interesting. Oh, no, this is it. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, there's Mandy. Oh. See the whole family, yeah. Happy birthday, little pet.
Shame if you were to be pitched off.
Yeah. I have you at 200% and you're still a bit quiet.
I was away from the mic. There we
Okay.
go.
Alright, who's new? Who knew? Mom is.
There's a lot of gators. There's Clancy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so proud of my Patrick. He didn't threaten a coat rack shadow with a stapler and jump out the window. Or dump a punch bowl in the toilet thinking it was poison. This is already going so much better than his birthday last year.
Much gratitude for your help earlier, youngin'. thanks to you, the only doghouse I'm sleeping in these days is a metaphorical one. It's made of 2 twin beds pushed opposite sides of the room. All right. Who dat? Here you go.
Thanks to you, I got into the community college's liberal arts program. Can't wait to disappoint my parents in untold ways.
God.
Oh, yay, mama.
You know what? I don't regret my liberal arts education.
Yeah.
I feel like I was fulfilled and I learned a lot.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I knew I saw something special in you, but your time is not yet over. Do what you must, but must you do? There's still a chance to set things right.
She knows something. All right. Pat. All right, Pat.
I'm so happy. Let's go hang out and get the picture together, yay.
Hello there. They call me Wally. Alligator.
Alligator.
Yeah.
It's
the
Big
whole
Mama in the coffin.
Oh. It's the whole family. Now what?
Oh no.
Do we get a little bit of extra after he pushes him off? No! Why would you do this to good boy? Yes! Save Pat. Maybe he legitimately was paid to off him, but he couldn't go through with it because he met all the family.
Yeah.
The next morning, Pat invites you to his house for tea. Wow, I can't believe you were a hitman that had a change of heart at the last second and pulled me up to safety. I especially can't believe I accidentally hired my own hitman to kill me on my birthday. And now you're here at my house for tea. What an incredibly large pool of unlikely circumstances congregating. Really, though, you won't believe how this all happened. Why, it was just last week when I made that fateful phone call. I am the one
who can kill any guys you need. Call me for murder help. Leave a detailed description.
Oh, he splashed the jam on it too. Oh my god. Covered up part of the message. I am ill, guys. Need me help? Leave a detailed description of who you is. Oh my gosh, I have to help. Of who you is. Hi, Pat is 4 feet tall with 2 actual feet, cool hat, great bandana, from Alligator, New York City. Birthday on the 16th. Hope you feel better. I love you. Bye. I still can't believe I was the one who hired you. I guess it serves me right, always being scared of someone out to get me. Surely the only one out to get me in the end was me. Whoa. That's like Supermondo deep. I defo gotta tell Dr. Dupelsnoot about this breakthrough next Tuesday. Anyways, all I can say is cheese and crackers. I'm glad you have a heart of gold in there. And arms of gold with which to save a falling alligator. Hey, Mandy. Oh, hey, Rumi. This is the hitman I accidentally hired to rub me out. Can you believe I did that? It's not hard to believe. It is not hard to believe. It was you all along. Your brain is like a sieve, and you're kind of a ding-dong. I hope you like meeting my whole family. You did so much for all of them. I bet they'll want to throw you a surprise party next time. Hey, I know. Would you guys like to take a quick photo together? This has been the most stressful birthday I've ever had, and I want to remember the stress forever.
Oh my God.
And probably will, in therapy.
In therapy? I was about to say, Pat, you need therapy.
Oh. Dr. Dupelsnoot. Aw, look at us, all friends and not getting rubbed out or hiding in their favorite hotel rooms. So ends our tale at the hotel, with friendship nothing greater. And so I bid you farewell, and see you later, alligator. Mandy, you said it! You said the thing!
You said the thing!
I said the thing! No! No! Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god! Ah, great. Super good.
And then we got the Alligator Hitman.
Sweet. Yay. We got the good ending. Here's a little crown for you.
Good ending where you don't murder Pat.
Oh.
Now my question is, how much did Pat pay for this Hitman?
Right. Maybe the Hitman's business model is kill and then get paid.
Kill and get paid, yeah.
But yeah, he wouldn't have gotten paid. That should have tipped the Hitman off immediately.
There's a bit of a problem there.
Yes.
What,
can go outside now.
You killed your own employer.
I'm Pat. All right. Or like, the hit is for Pat. All right. Who am I working for? Pat. All right. There's a problem here. Yay, we did it. Cool. Yeah, it looks like the puzzle pieces weren't all necessary to get, which is fine. That's good. Like all the like the Korok seeds. Oh, sweet. Well, thank you for making it to the very end with me here, Juno. This was adorbs. All right. Well, all right, everybody. We're going to call it for today. Hope you all enjoyed our playthrough of Later Alligator. It ended up being a lot longer than I thought it would be. It was like 5.5 hours, I think, total. Pretty good. Lots of fun writing, lovely characters, and yeah, the animations for the characters really made them come alive. And yeah, added a lot of character. It's been a while since I played a point-and-click adventure too, and initially, like, I saw the price of it. It's like $15 or something on Steam, which was like, wow, that's expensive for a game like this. But like, clearly a lot of work was put into the art direction, the animations, and I don't know. It feels like one that I'll remember fondly.
$15 for like a good book.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thank you again, Juno, and Queen as well, for going through this with me. It was a blast. And we will, see y'all another time. Alright, everybody. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Alright.